Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Let's turn it up a bit.
Oh, thank you.
Not frustrates resubscribed X42.
Bump it up a little more. Got the party moving on the dance floor.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, DJ Clayton. Booty on the floor tonight. Made my day. Oh, I plan new thing. Get your booty on the floor tonight. You can now you can tell it's not a Dex. This is my skin fade cam. Guys. Skin fade cam. Guys. Illusion ruined. Illusion ruined. Hello everyone. Good morning. Good morning. You have a stream deck. That is true actually. Yeah. That is true. How are we doing? How are we doing? Welcome in. I need to say James with the 24 months, 2 years. Actually, no, that's 27 months, but 24 in a row. Good morning to you. Not a peasant. Not Fluffer 37. Definitely not a peasant. Stephen with 26. Peasant. Gaza with 8. Peasant. Sorry, Stephen, you're not really, are you? And Ollie, 50 months. 50 months. Has Clates had a haircut? He should mention it. P.S. Is he in prison? Right. That's just me. Hello, everyone. Welcome. 50 months, you peasant. West Ham didn't lose, so I'm not depressed this weekend. Get in. Liverpool won, so we can talk about football. Lovely. Lovely. Clay's leaving the one show arc behind for Radio 1. I'd be great on radio. I reckon we could. I reckon we could do one show stuff on radio. I could do it. Maybe. Hello though, everyone. Welcome in. I hope you're good. Welcome to Sunday Fun Day. We're going to play some FM and chat for a little bit. Who knows for how long? We'll see. Got lots of things to do today. The One Radio. I like it. I haven't had to watch the Saints play this weekend. I don't know why I said the Saints there, but haven't had to watch Saints play this weekend, so I'm not depressed. Yeah, it's Bournemouth on Monday, right? That is a little thing. It's annoying when your team's got the Monday game, but it is sort of like, you can't spoil my weekend. Unless, yeah. So that is quite nice, isn't it? I will be depressed when they beat us. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, are they going to beat you? Is it at Southampton? I don't know. We got a 3-3 draw despite dominating barring a precious 20-minute spell. That can happen, yeah. You also have a gig later, so I'm in good spirits. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear. How is everyone else's spirits? Are we well? By the way, Lenny is here. Sort of out of focus, and he's sort of just a blob over there. But Lenny is here. You all right, mate? He's had a lot of car journeys recently. Bless him. He's such a good dog, though. He's such a good dog that I drove up to Liverpool and back last weekend, and Devon and back already this weekend. So it's been a lot of him sitting in the car, but he hasn't even whined or made the noise once with me. He just seems to do that with Cat, I think, like the that one, this one. That's not it. Not that one. That'll do though, won't it? Lenny sometimes does do that in the car. Just bursts into a little bit of samba. What a talent, exactly. What a talent. Welcome to Rio de Janeiro, Lenny. It is impressive, isn't it? Yeah. No, he's a good. Like I said, he's a good boy. He's a really good boy. But yeah, we're gonna play some FM. We are gonna play this Atletico save. Try finish the season. Whilst keeping an eye on whether we can take a Premier League job for next year. We've got Haaland, we've got Bellingham. It should be fun. Lenny did go to... was it Arsenal? Lenny did take the Arsenal job, didn't he? In the game. I'll check here. Actually, he has... Yeah, he has, but at the end of the season. That's right. Craig Revel Hallwood would give that a 4. Oh! We'll take that. I'm sure Lenny would take that. Out of 7, right? Out of 7. That's how it works. No? So he sambas in the car. Yes, he does. But yeah, how is everyone else's spirits? Are we good? Are we well? I'm as mentioned, been down to Devon yesterday. Fingers crossed is all I'm going to say on that regard. Saw a house, etc. But it was a house that I'd already seen on FaceTime, but I needed to actually see it in person because of the serious nature of how seriously we're considering it type of thing. So fingers crossed is all I'm going to say. Is it the castle? No, but it is lovely. It ticks every single box basically. So big fingers crossed really. Spurs haven't ruined my weekend yet, so all is good. A lot of people just really basing their happiness around what their football team do. And I, for one, am right there with you. Clay's to buy the castle to legitimately tell us we're peasants. I mean, maybe that's the thing. If we do move, do the stream room and I'll do it like a nice castle. That could be good. I mean, it's how it all works. No, yeah, that has to be it, right? Notfla says, what does that mean? What is that frog? What does that mean? You've all collected level 1 emotes. Have that. Enjoy that, everybody. Oh, is that like thank you? But in Dutch, Notfla. I was a Gordon shot away from a 29-1 winner this weekend. Yikes. Yikes. Don't gamble is what I'll say to that one. Beyond, Ollie says, driveway big enough for the Lambo, Ferrari and Range Rover. Probably just 2 of them. Probably just the Lambo and Ferrari, I reckon. No, it's not. Oh, okay. I don't know then. But, like, I don't know. It's a frog pondering. I have no idea what's going on. Clates, what do Liverpool do with Darwin? Sell and take a loss or keep and see if we can get a player out of him? Keep and see if we can get a player out of him. Seems weird timing with that one. Like, he's been quite good the last 2 games he's played. No? I'd get the conversation around him if he, if he was not very... Like, he's played 2 games and been quite good. And he was out with a virus yesterday, wasn't he? Loan to West Ham in January, I reckon, please. I mean, there'd be plenty of suitors. Like, I think Arsenal... I mean, there was a weird link to Arsenal, wasn't there? I think there'd be plenty of suitors. Like, Arsenal, Chelsea have been linked with him. I think a lot of... Like, I think that shows that there's still a player there, right? That these teams would definitely be willing to take him on. So yeah, it's one of those. But I thought he's... Well, when we went to the Bournemouth game, he was really... I thought he was pretty good in that game. And I thought he was good midweek against West Ham as well. Definitely a good player there, yeah. Arsenal can't. Got 2 Prem loans. No, they'd have to buy him, wouldn't they? That's true. I actually hadn't thought of that for like Prem loans and stuff. That's interesting. What do you think City do with Rodri, by the way? Do you reckon they can sign anyone? Do you reckon they can actually make a transfer in Jan with this Premier League thing? Or unless that's been resolved before then, I suppose. I'm just, in my head, I think it's going to drag on and on, but maybe it will. Maybe it will have been done by then. They'll go after... I mean, like, the players will be Zubamendi. I think Bruno will be on that list. I mean, aren't they under an... Yeah, that's what I mean, Stephen. Get the spin doctor in, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think he'll be back. Yeah, Rodri will be back. When did Liverpool play City at the Etihad? Because it'll be a couple of days before that, Rodri will be back. Bruno Fernandes. No, Bruno Guimaraes. Did I say Bruno Fernandes? Or did I say... Guimaraes, though, is the one I mean. Thing is, no one gets close to Rodri, but a 5 out of 7 replacement is better than none. Yeah. But is a 5 out of 7 replacement not just Kovacic? Not sure. You said Bruno. I see. Gotcha. Yeah, Bruno Guimaraes. Lely, the legend. Good morning. I think it's after this international break. Well, that's what he'll be back. He'll have a prosthetic leg and he'll be playing. And he'll put in a 9 out of 10 performance. You wait. All right? You wait. Edison linked with replacing him. Ortega to going to get games. Edison in the midfield. I like it. That is thinking outside the box. No signings needed. I'm sure someone from their academy will just become world-class out of nowhere. Probably. They'll probably be fine. Although, already dropping points. It was a tough game anyway, though, I think, away at St. James's. But they did look a bit knackered. So, I don't know. Gundogan was bad, etc. I don't know. Interesting one. Was never ever a pen, to be fair. Lol. What pen are we talking about? Which pen, Andy? Remember the name Jacob Wright? Is he actually good, is he? The Newcastle one. Oh, I didn't see that one, actually. I listened to it on the radio, actually. To be fair, I was driving. Newcastle been crap up until that game. Were so much better. Yes, they were much better, weren't they? The level was, yeah, much better. They were linked to Edison of Atalanta, hence the Ortega meme. Gotcha. Yeah. I thought, well, Liverpool were linked to Edison loads, weren't they? That would actually be a quite smart little signing. Bernardo just drops deeper and they actually play the Mahrez regen more. Yeah, maybe. Ollie did a funny. Good. I see what you did there. All right, chat. Should we continue our conversations about football, but also go into FM, where this here, Leone!
Oh, thank you.
Why would you wait until we're on this screen to do that? Let me move down here. Leone has just subscribed for a 57th month, chat. And it was a tier 3. So I feel like we should do some emotes for that one. Dakota's done some. I've done some. Crazy they sold Palmer. Yeah, but they sold Palmer 2 seasons ago, didn't they? Or a season, like over a season ago. It wasn't like he'd done the things that he'd done at Chelsea and then they sold him. But yeah, he's very good. Very, very good. And I feel like it was one of those where they got a really big bid. Like that was good money that they got for him at the time. It'll be bigger now, etc. Wonder if they'll try and buy him back eventually. 57 months, that's over half of you, Stephen Peasant. Yes. Thank you very much, Leonie. We appreciate you here. You know that we do. Thank you. 57 months at tier 3 for most of it as well. What a gal. Love it. Thank you very much. Jesus wept. That's almost 5 years. Yes, it is. They have a buyback clause. I don't know if they do have a buyback clause, but I'd imagine that that'll be something they'd want to do. Being homegrown and stuff, it helps, doesn't it? And one of those. Tom wouldn't be good as he is now if he stayed. No, he wouldn't. I agree. I agree. How you doing, Tom? Welcome in, my friend. Tom, video will be on the drive later. I've done a new gens video this morning. Just a heads up. And it's also, for the intro, it's got this. A little bit of a side angle, because why not, right? Be absolutely daft to have that. Yeah, surely there's no buyback. That'd be silly. That'd be silly. I'll grab it shortly. It's not on there yet, actually. I need to actually put it on there, but it will be tonight. Palmer will go to Spain or Bayern Munich. If he doesn't just take Chelsea to the top, he hated Manchester City. No way he'll go back. He's got a huge chip on his shoulder. You know him personally, do you, Noodle Head? Possibly. But I don't. Do we know? A Sunday side angle. Yep. Yes, we do. Possibly. But I think weirder things have happened in football. I don't get the idea that he hates them. Yeah, actually, he was a United fan growing up, wasn't he? So maybe he does hate them. I thought we were just insulting him. Didn't realise that was his Twitch. What, just calling him Noodle Head? Just insulting him? No. I don't disagree. I'm just, Sunday side boob. John, what? Sunday. No. Chippy Chips. How you doing, Josh? Welcome in, my friend. Hope you're all good. I was looking at my other monitor. It caught me off guard. What, Noodle Head? Yeah. Do you know him personally, do you, Noodle Head? Right. Let's move over here. Because we've got... I played a few games, just to update you. Was it Chelsea-Brighton or was it Palmer versus Sanchez? Yeah. It was weird. I was telling John about this yesterday, but I was having my haircut. Did you notice I've had a haircut, chat? What do you think of my haircut? Guys, this is why we've got a side boob angle. It's not... Actually, we need to stop calling it that. It's not a side boob angle. It's a skin fade angle. I was getting my haircut, but they've got a TV in there, in the barbers, but it's behind to the right. So if you're having your haircut, you can't actually watch the TV. And they've got some dodgy stick in there. So I had Arabic commentary of the Chelsea-Brighton game. And Barber is not in prison for that cut, Ollie. Anyway, so I couldn't actually see the game. I could just hear the commentary like Barmer, like that, basically for the entire first half. And then every time like he would like go and pick something up or change, like pick up the scissors or whatever, I'd be like turning to see what the score was. There was a little kid in there who was just commentating over the entire game, basically just shouting what was happening in the game. He was allowed to watch the football. He got turned to the side so that he was watching it. And then Palmer was scoring and he had his cape on and he was doing the Cole Palmer thing under the cape, which basically, if you actually imagine it, was just kind of just him like shuddering a little bit. And then finally my barber noticed that I was like sort of trying to watch the football a bit. So he turned me from this angle to this angle and he was like, you can watch it in the reflection there, look. So I got to watch it in the mirror's reflection backwards and it was already quite a blurry stream. And I was like, and I didn't have my glasses on because I was having my hair cut. So I was literally like this. And then all I can see next to me is the little kid doing the Cole Palmer thing underneath his cape, commentating over it. It was a horrible experience, to be honest. Yeah. Palmer will be on the cover of FM24. That's the big news drop now that they've got the license. FM25 part. Oh, actually, yeah. There is like, they've got the license so they can actually use maybe some player like cover art and things. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Then again, though, they had they had licenses for other leagues but didn't use it. But maybe having the Prem will be a thing. Yeah, the free kit was unreal, wasn't it? Really, really good. Have you seen the Tim Sherwood doing the Cole Palmer thing? I haven't. I'm not sure I need to see that. I think I've seen videos of Tim Sherwood being posted about, but I didn't bother to click on it because it was Tim Sherwood. Liverpool is top of the league. That's wound me up. Liverpool are top of the league, yeah. Liverpool are top of the league. Do you think we stand a chance of winning the league this season even without Klopp? Yeah. We stand a chance. A better chance than lots of teams. I don't think we will. We'll see. If we get to... I think our start's been quite nice. If you compare it to, say, like Arsenal's fixtures and even City's fixtures, potentially, the Forest game is the one that I'm like, ugh. But no, I think we've been good. You can't really ask for much more. Like... You've had United away in there. Wolves away is always hard. Liverpool always make that hard as well. Arna's great. Yeah, exactly. Sure, we're doing the Palmer celebration. Is Yadar trying to look cool to his mates? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, you have to see the Tim Sherwood. Right, I'm going to watch the Tim Sherwood one. Because this is... That does feel like my type of... What is that? Sorry, but that isn't it. He hasn't done it. That isn't it. I don't know what he's done, but he's not done the Cole Palmer celebration. He's sort of just tickling his shoulders. He doesn't really commit to it either, does he? Can we get a slow-mo of this? I want slow-mo. 0.25. Look at it. His shoulders were itchy. Celebration is second to none. Right, Tim Sherwood, you are my hero. I think. I actually like Tim Sherwood. Is in my good books. I think we talked about. He looks embarrassed to be doing it, doesn't he? He does, doesn't he? He really does. Right. I think we talked about him last week, didn't we? So miserable with it. Did he want Chelsea to lose or something? He did look miserable with it, didn't he? Like an angry Bono. He realised what he was doing midway through. He thought, hang on a minute. I'm 53. Yeah, could have been that. A bit gropey, poor elbows. Yeah, more critiques, chat. I'd like to see full critiques of that. Morgan Rogers' celebration. Yeah, that is true. But I feel like Cole Palmer might have taken claim to it a little bit more now. When Morgan Rogers scores 4.5 in the Premier League, it can be his celebration again. Looks like someone who's been forced to play charades doing Frosty the Snowman. Exactly that, yeah. With Haaland in the team, I now realise how good the Bellingham face is. What you mean, like to blend in with the other ones? It does blend in, doesn't it? It's not quite perfect, but it does. I need to make it a bit smaller, maybe. But then again, I made his head bigger, didn't I? No one's replied to the tweet. Well, maybe they have actually. I haven't checked. Has anyone replied to the tweet, like finding it? Not sure. Hopefully does it today since I have him in the FPL. Morgan Rogers. Yeah. Me too, actually. Same. So I can get behind that. Morning, CJ. Welcome in, buddy. I've played some games, chat. These are the games that I played. Not many, because I've been busy, basically. But I did play a few games since last time. This was the last game that we had on stream, wasn't it? We beat Ibiza and Haaland scored twice. And then I've played 2 games. I did quick, what they're called, insta result them. We beat Sociedad 6-1. Haaland scored 4. Nogueira and Guerrieri. Then we beat Real Madrid 6-1 and Haaland scored 1. And then, I don't know, that is ridiculous, but instant result is just so OP, apparently. Or we're just really, really good. And then we beat Villarreal 4-0 away from home. Barcelona recently dropped points. They lost to Elche, who are bottom of the league. They literally lost to bottom of the league. He looked so sad doing the celebration. I was being Tim Sherwood. But yeah, he did look a bit sad. Oh, guys. Oh, a Sinistera masterclass will do me the world of good. Ooh, not sure about that one. So yeah, we're all right. We're 5 points clear. The big news, I guess, is that Liverpool is still not insecure. They are playing their cup final against Villa in 4 days' time. So if they lose that, maybe there's a chance they drop down. They are 5th. They're actually in good form. They lost to United, but they've won their last 4 games or something in all competitions. So they're in actually good form, which is a shame. I really want them to drop out of, say, the top 6, and then maybe they'll sack him. They've got games in hand. If they win both, they're up to 3rd, and then it's probably fine again, isn't it? What game that is, by the way. Yeah, come on, Villa. So in 4 days, we'll find out if they can do that. And we have got a semi-final second leg here. We are 6-1 up, though. So we should have a final coming up. I think it's straight after this, usually, isn't it? So we might have a cup final to play today as well. Or it might be later. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm going to try and go quite quickly. I might do some instant results just because, like, we're just chilling. We're going to try and... But I don't think the season is necessarily the aim here. We'll have fun playing Haaland and seeing how many goals he's going to score. But I think the aim really is to try and tee up our next job. Would you agree? So I might just do some instant results and things as we go through. I'm negative and still can't breathe out my nose. What's going on? Hopefully that gets fixed. Start Goffre against Real Madrid. I don't want to lose. I know we're 6-1 up, but I don't lose. I can't lie. Unless it's a big game, I think we instant result. I agree. Like, try and get to play the big games. I think that's where I'm at as well. Let's move things along because, again, I know it's annoying, chat. I am as annoyed. I'm probably more annoyed than you are, I think, with this, to be honest. But it's another weekend where we've only been able to stream once. I really want to keep things going, but it's just one of those things. Like, hopefully it's for really good reasons because, fingers crossed, we talked about it last week, but if this house is a thing and if everything works, then it will mean we'll be able to have a lot more streams. A lot more streams, if you get what I'm trying to say, you know? If everything works out. Now it's like getting all the ducks in a line with loads of different things, but yeah.
Follow me. Okay.
Eyes emoji. Yeah, exactly. At least to try it. At least see if it's a thing before. I can always go and get another job. And I'm going to have to get another job anyway, right? Because if we're moving. So I'm going to have to get another job. But so why not try it in the meantime and the in-between time? Stream the moving out day. Absolutely not. You do not want to see the frayed tempers during that. You mean you'll have more time? Yeah. Potentially. You have better internet there. My internet here is good, to be fair. I'm on, like, the Virgin Media really good. I do have... This house has got... I think it's 1,600 megabytes. That one. Like, the top... I think it's the top Vodafone one or the top Sky one. So it's a good one. It's like 1,600 download. So, can't really... I don't think we need too much more than that. I will need to work out how I'm going to get an Ethernet wired connection to wherever I put my streaming setup, but we'll make it work, won't we? We'll make it work. Did you get the bid accepted? Do I tell you this? Yes, but they weren't accepting it until we saw it in person, so I drove all the way down to see it in person. So yes, but still on the proviso that I've seen it in person, but I have now seen it in person. So yeah, it's pretty real is what I'll say. But yeah, I'm not celebrating yet. So yes, but I'm not celebrating anything, yes, because obviously, you know, with chains and things and all of the mortgage pending and things and all, like, there's a lot of like boxes to tick. So it's one of those things at the moment. Must hurt shedding the multi-millions. There's not... What is actually happening is we're buying a house that is cheaper than the one we're currently in. So less of this multi-millions thing. It is bigger because it's not in the London. It's not a London postcode. So there's many rungs on the ladder. Another rung on the ladder, though. Yes. Yeah. No, it would be cool. It would be cool. But yeah, I'm not counting my chickens just yet, if you like. They just wanted to hang out with their favorite YouTuber. Maybe they did. The estate agent called Charles, who was a very eccentric guy. Right, we're going to pick a team here. We are going to play Getafe. I'm going to not play you because you are injured at the moment. And we're going to go with... Should I go two? I think I'm going to go 2 strikers. Hopefully we win with 2 strikers. Yeah, you said it. That was weird, right? At the same time. It was not a minute later. It was the same time because I saw them both pop up. You're getting chickens too. Very one show. Actually, that'd be class. I don't have grass here. I don't have a lawn at this house. This new one would have a lawn. I'm excited to do like lawn stuff. We won 6-0. Haaland's got a hat trick. I mean, that deserves it. 6-0. Oh, no, I could have done I didn't do my celebration, did I? I could have done my celebration, which is, as everybody knows, that one. So,
Follow me. Okay.
that one. He just starts a homemade allotment. Needs to be an emote. I don't even know how you make... I guess that could be an emote if you... really close up at the face with just the glasses moving. That could be a good one, Breezy. Could you make it? Please and thanks. In fact, here you go. Here's a good photo. If you do a screenshot now. Just let me know when you're done. Have you screenshot it? Have you done that? In fact, you need it without the glasses, and then you can animate the glasses in, don't you? So I assume you're doing this now, are you? Here you go. In fact, let's do it on the main camera. Warnock vibes. It was very Warnock, wasn't it? Let's do it on the main camera. I can't do animated emotes. Of course you can. Because if you take that one, in fact, you need the whole head in. Now, if you just take a screenshot of that, and then just like edit the glasses in, and then just animate them. What's happening? Well, you're doing me the emote, aren't you? What do you mean? What's happening? You just assuming he's just gonna go and start making an emote. he's lost the plot. No. It was all part of the master plan. You just don't understand it. You'll see when Breezy comes back in a minute. Oh yeah, you'll get it. Right. Let's just praise these 3. That would be a good one. I agree. Not how I saw my morning going, to be honest. Clay's just staring into my soul. That's how you saw it's how you wanted your morning to go, though, right? I've just said his passing was a joy to behold. He got 0 assists and scored 3. I really don't think he did pass that many times. His scoring record since joining is quite good. 3 of 3 in the league. He's got 10 in 6 in all comps. I'm not mad about it. Fair enough. Right, let's go to this. Is Violet here? No. Oh, she is. Yes, she is. She is. She's slightly faceless, is Violet. Continue. Real Madrid in the second leg. We could rotate a little bit, couldn't we? In that one. Yow. Right. Dancing in September. This was our not first dance, but like the song after the first dance. Everyone wants to know. A small little insight into the day there. It's Erling bloody Haaland. That's what he does, unless Ollie picks him in FPL. Yeah, Ollie's picked him in FPL, and he's ruined my weekend with that, to be honest. What's the state of play in the Prem? Oh, hang on a minute. Today is the cup final, isn't it? Today is the cup final. Did you enjoy the Liverpool game last week? I'm making my way to Newcastle for the cup game on Tuesday. Can't wait to get to St James for the first time since the famous 0-0 versus Leicester. That famous game. That famous game. Top song to get everyone on the dance floor. Yeah, it was a good one. To be fair, the clips thing's really quite good. TikTok reasons exactly. Woke nonsense. But I went to do... Which one did I do? I tweeted the... Oh, is that the FIFA E-World Cup? The one with me and Ben reacting to Work the Spaces penalty loss or something. And I was like I was going to make a tweet out of it. And then I was like, oh, look, there's a perfect portrait one that you can do already. Why has Antonio Rudiger been sacked by Union Berlin? Why was Antonio Rudiger Union Berlin's manager? That is very FM. Oh, he's at Holstein Kiel before that. And Bochum. He's doing a little tour of German teams. Oh, and Spezia. And he started at He's also managed Feral Pisalo. He's not bad. He's doing all right. I'm doing Ben's TikTok and it makes my life incredibly easy. What? So you're spending your time doing that, but you're not making my animated emote? All right. Bit weird. Otherwise, sure. Cool. Whatever. He'll be at Schalke or Hamburg next. Yeah, probably. I'm just a simple man, Breezy. Oh, that almost confused me. Yeah. No, I think it is actually really good. I can imagine it's really helpful for that. Yeah. Not just FPL. I picked him in the UCL fantasy and he also blanked. It's you, isn't it? It is you. Probably because he can speak Italian since he was at Roma. Yeah, true. I think he actually was at... There was another German club before that where I think he was a coach. And then he got the job at that Italian team. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. I'm doing it for the greater good of football now. Yes, that's fine. In real life, I'm happy for it to happen. Oh, it would have been a good weekend if Arsenal weren't little spawny little pricks. And didn't get a deserved victory in the end. But that would have been a good weekend for Liverpool, wouldn't it, if they just didn't score twice in added time. Sad, but they probably deserved it, didn't they? But yeah, that would have been really nice. Oh, okay, Duranza's back. That's good. That deserved to win a meter has done my head in. Yeah, that's upset me. That has upset me, actually. That is might be the worst thing that's ever happened. Right, this guy's been out for ages with, what did he have? Broken lower leg. 5 months he's been out, and now he's back. We now really don't need Bellingham. Just Arsenal fan things, I know. It really is. They are the worst for it. Dezayo's now got flu, so we're going to have to send him home anyway. So Duranza can come in for him, can't he? James Justin benching himself and starting double Arsenal defence and FPL, then ruin his own team by scoring twice is actually really funny, isn't it? That's so funny. We now need Bellingham again. Yeah, true. Right, here we go. We've got the second leg for a place in the Copa del Rey. Final. If we can not lose 5-0. I really would hope that we wouldn't lose 5-0. Let's pick a team that has some changes because of the lead that we have. I don't want to start Duranza because I think he's going to be knackered. Or, well, he'll have no match sharpness, will he? Champions League. Hang on a minute. Where are we in the Champions League? Oh, yeah, we've gone straight through to the round of 16s. We've got... After this, we'll play our Champions League games, won't we?
Atiku 123
Atiku!
Subscribed X13. Good morning.
Good morning, Atiku. Thank you very much for the 13 months. Chat, do some emotes. Thank you very much, Atiku. I hope you're well, my friend. Spurs United Spurs prediction 4-2. I hope that's a good game. Quite looking forward to watching that one. Got quite a bit to do after. I need to get Lenny a walk. Really wanted to go for a run, but I did a video this morning. Need to get some food, and then I've got a visitor later. I can't tell you who it is because it will give away some things to do with FM. But have it push for. Oh god, we're not arguing whether it was a 5-4-0 or a 5-3-1 or whatever it was. Breezy knows, to be fair. Cruz left. Not a mistress, no. No, that'd be weird. If it was to do with FM, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Okay, that's good that you're doing better. Bellingham's already back. That's nice. Yeah. Played any FC yet? I'm struggling, man. Mainly for time, but I've tried. I've got a little team. I've packed some good stuff already. I got quite lucky, but I've not played enough to make a good team yet in FC. I think I've played 3 games. And the first one I played on the old gen because I accidentally... My Xbox auto downloaded the Xbox One version. So cheers for that, Xbox. So then I just loaded up the one that was already downloaded, played a game on it. I was like, this is rubbish. This is so slow. And then realised I was on... Then went to play clubs for with Hapax and realised I was on the old version. So... Rumour has it there's an FM Pro Clubs team coming soon, and by rumour I mean it is coming soon. Hello. If you want Rotter the Slottenbirch to play up front, you just have to give me a message. That is my pro's name. It's a good name. New vid. Right, I'm not reading that out. It's alright, the new one. It's alright. The new gen one is, yeah, to be fair, it wasn't that much faster when I played it. I'm trying to try to log in so I can show you my team, but yeah, I'm really struggling to get into it as much as some years. But I think this does happen sometimes. Last year I was quite into it and enjoyed it. Year before that I didn't really play as much. Year before that I was really into it. So maybe I'm just on an off year with it. I've got I'm doing a little Matthias Tell Evo. I've got that Marcus Thuram geezer I've packed. This is my good card that I've packed so far. Untradeable though, but I got Ousmane Dembele. Untradeable. So he's in the team. And then the rest is just kind of doing a Kefren Thuram Evo. Then the rest of the team's just rubbish. Yeah, Mike Maignan in goal. It's rubbish otherwise. Rotate slightful. I can't type slightly. Yeah, I will do a rotate slightly. Usman is very, very good. I have his inform. Yeah, I always end up getting an Usman Dembele. Even just his gold, I always just end up getting usually. He is just good, isn't he? Right, let's rotate a little bit. Let's go back to this and bring in Lauren Hemp is elite. Does she still have the playstyle plus, the crossing one? Why do you have your Nan in goal? She's good. I'm waiting for UFL to drop, trying to resist the urge of buying FIFA. Yeah, fair enough, Enriquez. Morning, Ren. Welcome in, buddy. Morning, Sam. Welcome in, buddy. I wanted to do an Everton past and present and packed an untradeable Salah. Oh, that's that done then, isn't it? Right back, Matteo. Left back, Bruno. Let's play Ran. Let's play Benzia. Let's... if I... Instant result. Do you reckon they take him off on 45? Because he's not got any match sharpness, but I do want to get him match sharpness. I just want them to be... I want him to actually get subbed off. No, I didn't go to the game yesterday, Ran. I went to Devon and back yesterday. Absolutely not. No, I don't think they will they? But no, it was a good win. Leeds won again as well, didn't they? That's a full 90 in the bank. Yeah, I might try and avoid that. Maybe I'll put him on the bench and then he might get some minutes that way. If I put Seller in midfield and play Rugland, the Ronza can go on the bench. And then that way he gets a bit of game time. Rugland, Sosa. Let's do Kotric and Escaralia. Should I play Haaland again? Rugland and Haaland. I feel like we just want to get Haaland as many goals as possible, don't we? Have you got Jude on loan? Is it from Real Madrid? Yep. Don't know why. They just loaned him. Us. He's also joining Al Ittihad for silly money. You know, I mean, he's on 750k now. We're paying him 500k, and he's going to Al Ittihad on 1.2 million, I think. Yeah, what is Haaland's career goals total? 364 in 530 games. 1.6 at 1.6 mil a week. Silly. Right, we're gonna go with that. We don't need to play it. We're 5-1 up. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Don't sell him short. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they've loaned him. Real Madrid have loaned him to us. I don't know why. Haaland has scored again. Kotric has scored. Wesley has scored. Ricardo has scored. Did Duran to get game time? He did. He came on in the 71st minute. Nice stuff. Just reminds you how good CR7 is. With total goals, you mean, Shumra? Yeah, possibly. Right, we've won again. That is 10-3 on aggregate. It's Barcelona in the final. We don't usually do great against Barcelona. They play that weird box and they make it difficult, but we're going to have a final to go and play. Is it soon? Oh, no, it's not for a while. Okay, it's down here. Reminds you how much better Messi is. We're not getting into that, are we? We're not getting into that. He was all right, wasn't he, that CR7 fella? Yeah. Right, well then, Kotric. What's this? Spain boss. Yeah, get all of them in. Especially this guy. Trying to cause a ruckus. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Chat, who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? That's a classic engagement bait. Imagine we just did that every stream. People won't be able to resist, though, by the way. People will not. There's a certain... There you go. Beyond. There's a certain beyond. Ask that at the start of every new YouTube video. Yeah, shall I try it? Just see what happens. Shall I just do it as a comment on every video and just see all the answers? Skill versus stats, bro. Did he just bro me? Did he just bro me? I think he broed me, guys. Yeah, can we get some yeah bros in the chat? Yeah, bro. All right, we're in debt. Question of the day, every video, yeah. Nah, bro. Oh, best in the business. We won Manager of the Month 10 times. Thank you very much. All me, that. All me. You need more money, bro. We've won 12 games in a row. We are not on those. There you go. Won all 3 games. Ahmed loves it. Thank you, mate. What is our manager rating at the moment, by the way? B. I guess we've not sold players for a profit. I think we actually have. We sold some players for big money, didn't we? Not this summer, maybe. 10.5. That goes up. No, this isn't even... Is this season? That was actually a loss, I think. No, it was a little... There you go. Profit. Profit, Ahmed. 4 million. There's probably a sell-on fee that we didn't make a profit on that one. We spent 297. We sold people for big money here, though. 72 million on Rayan Cherki was silly money. Considering we... Okay, that's not a profit. There is a profit because they loaned him as well. So, otherwise, we did sign it. I didn't do that. Just to clarify, that was done before I was here. Show your manager stats, fam. Manager stats are there, fam. 507 played. There we go. The art of the deal. Thank you very much. Chat, who is best? Phil Jones or Lionel Messi? Can't think about it. You just have to say which one you think. No thinking, just answers. And it's stats versus talent, bro, or whatever he said. Right, I'm once again asking. That's enough of my roadman here. I enjoyed it weird on toast. Messi never won the Prem. True. Did Liverpool win? Yes. Why do you think I'm in a good mood, Ollie? I've answered that as well. Messi, just Messi, although Phil Jones is the goat in meme circles. Why do you hate me so much? I don't, bro. You met in an FM, I think. Oh. Huh. Yep. The FM final. Yep. Ollie, that's my bad. I was like, why do you keep asking? Look it up. Just Google it, man. Did Liverpool win? No wonder 153 minus 1 see ya. Okay. All right. Ooh, I'm crying. Did they win? I literally said I don't hate him. I don't know what's going on there. They did win the cup final. That's a shame. That was a weird time, wasn't it? Leone banned him anyway. 3-2 win. They've won it in extra time. They've also won their last 6 games. That's a shame. What does no wonder... What does that... Hang on. I'm just going to... What did he say? No wonder 153? Because that's quite a healthy number of people watching, actually, isn't it? Ben Beachy's always class. Yeah, Ben Beachy's good. Where is he on here? Big Ben Beachy. Anyway. Yeah, it's the viewer number. But what was the point he was making? No wonder. Because does he say that's low? That's quite good, isn't it? Oh, no name. He is nameless. Yeah, he was there. Right, we've got the draw. Atletico fans would like Nice or Barcelona or Ajax. Let's see who we get. 153 when the game is pretty dead on a Sunday morning. I know. We're doing all right, aren't we? It's decent viewing. Especially when you consider it like SYC's live and he's the GOAT or a GOAT of this game. Like, I'm fairly happy, you know, and we've streamed once a week. I think we're doing all right. So thanks for being here, you guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching Shumra. Although you might still be watching, you just can't type. I didn't ban you. I didn't even say I disliked you. I just said you broed me. That's all. You broed me earlier. That was all. And loads of people watching new FC content anyway. Exactly. I'll tell you what, we're on the rise here. Let's keep talking about it. Right, we have got... Who's doing the... Johnny Heitinger. Liverpool legend Johnny Heitinger has been chosen to do the draw. Let's do it. It's Valencia versus Real Madrid. Big Spanish tie. Liverpool versus... This would be not good. Barcelona. We'll take it. Who do we want here? Ajax, Nantes. We can take Nantes. Are we... No, we're seeded. Oh, we can't get these guys. Are we seeded? How are we not seeded, by the way? Oh, no, we are. Sorry, I was clicking on unseeded. Okay, these are the unseeded teams. Nantes. So why did the fans want Nice? That's what's confused me. Because we can't even draw Nice if we're seeded and they're also seeded, right? And we can't draw Barcelona anyway. These idiots. These idiots. you stop calling people in the chat a nont? Sorry. Bit of a personal question asking if I'm seated. Jesus Christ, Ollie. We have got Man City. Can we get them? I think we can get these. No. Clicked off it very quickly because that's really annoying. Man City. Manchester City, that is. That's quite upsetting. Right, that, and it's rearranged our Real Madrid game as well. Does that mean we're right next to that game? Yes. We play Man City second leg, then Real Madrid away, back to back. Excellent. And then we play Barcelona twice in a row later on as well. That's fun. Let's go and play these games against City then. Haaland hat-trick. Haalandless City, this is true. They're going to be rubbish. Nah, they've still got really good players. That's hence why they would let us buy Haaland. And why I think Haaland's contract was running out, wasn't it? Just whacked into the mic there, sorry. Right. I'm glad I'm not doing the game because that was slow. Why can't I praise Erling? Did I already do it or something? He didn't have the thing. I've continued. There we go. Right, we are... Did Barcelona play again? They are... No, still 5 behind. That's fine. We will... Insta results Celta Vigo. We will play City. Can't praise a robot. And then Stephen called him a cyborg immediately after as well. Love it. He's too old to accept training praises. Possibly, yeah. With that Shroomer guy, chat, did I do anything wrong? Was I mean? Genuine question. Why was he upset? I called him bro. He called me bro. I think calling people bros funny. Like, oh, for Pete's sake, so always injured. Another 4 weeks. Not really, no. Maybe I was a bit dismissive. That's maybe fair. He's been here before as well. I recognise the name. Looks like he started out okay, then just weirded. Yeah. Maybe I was a bit dismissive. I didn't mean to. And actually, he said, why'd you hate me? And I said, I didn't. Sort his training out. What? Just don't train him. He's so good, but he's so injury prone. It's a real shame. Like, look at his injury record now. No, I know. I was going to say he's been here loads. We'll unban him. If he does a ban request, Leone. I think he just got a bit hurt. Maybe took what I said a bit wrong, and maybe I was a bit dismissive, but don't know. He did also, he got a bit salty at the end, so we'll all calm down and it'll be fine. Should I just unban anyway? Yeah, you can unban. Yeah, go for it. What kit is that? It's an FM one. I'm just making my way through my FM kits catalogue, so it's like an old FM away kit that they've done. No, Ollie. I'm not. That is funny. No, because he'll send back some expletives. Right, we need to re-pick the boys again now, don't we? Benzia back out. Andro back in. Andro is... Actually, that reminds me. Do I need to check any contracts? Not really if we're going to leave. Let's just quickly check, actually, if Liverpool have dropped into uncertain. West Ham have sacked their manager. Palmer. There's some cool names in there, but I just don't think they're the right move for us now. A lot of insecure teams, though. Like Leipzig could be fun. We could go back to Venezia. I just don't... really feel like we have to do like a big jump, don't we? Got to move for Breezy, yeah. Palmer? No, Palmer. Not Palmer. Palmer. No. We could take the Derby job. 20th. They've lost pretty much every game. Insecure. They've got Thomas Thomasberg. Why can't I? I can. I thought I couldn't click on Thomas Thomasberg there. Take the Uzbeki job. See out international management in style. I just want Prem for versus Lenny. Yeah, I think Prem versus Lenny is the move. if we could engineer the Liverpool or Liverpool City, it's not going to be Arsenal now because Lenny's going there, but Chelsea, Man U, I think any of those really would be fun. Brighton would be decent if not relegated. Is it an upwards move though? I do also feel like we want to keep moving upwards. Like we're challenging for Champions Leagues at the moment. We won the Champions League last year. Do we really want to be going to do that now type of thing? I might start Deronza. Oh no, because I can't, can I? We'll start Jury. Do it that way around. Spurs as Lenny's at Arsenal. Possibly Spurs as well, yeah. Yeah, it depends what's available. So no Sosa, but Gurrieri can come in somewhere. Do Sousa on the left, or do we do two strikers? I reckon they sub him at some point, start him. You reckon? That's two midfielders that can't play the whole game, though. This team wins us the game, though. Can you play there? Oh, you actually can play there. Quite nice. I might play Escarella as well. Let's do that. If he gets injured, you can ban me. Nice. Oh god, I nearly didn't even put Wesley on the bench. He would be the replacement as well. Right, here we go. Let's see whether they sub him. Let's see if he gets injured. I hope it's all good. We've won 3-0. There's no injury in there. They did sub him on... Right. They subbed him on 90 minutes. What is the point? All right, didn't get injured, so Ollie's not going to be banned, but that is ridiculous. Right, we've won 3-0 though. That's good. Another 2 goals for Erling Haaland. I was right, just. You were. Gurrieri came on set. Who came on for him? Wesley on the 90th minute. We aren't having the replacement mod discussion again. What went on last night? Because I just saw in the Discord, I was like, some serious conversations about how you had to do actual modding. I missed it completely. Maybe don't say it if it was a bit much, but you know. Right, we've won again. Barcelona are 7 points behind us. They must have drawn. Oh, it was just Village saying he should have been a mod. All right, that's definitely not. Barcelona drew to Girona. We've almost got the league wrapped up. We're not far off that now, are we? Haaland with another 2 goals. Haaland has now scored 5 in 4 and 13 in 8. He's quite good. We need to go to this just in case Violet's there. She's not there. What a waste of my time this is. Jesus loves you. And then if I had a top 3, me and Ollie, if you had a top 3 if you and Ollie were unavailable. Like it. I see what you mean. You're not that good anyway. Why would I say I was surprised by it? I was surprised that we won the game. Really? After this? Right, Man City now though. I should rest the team a little bit. This is serious business. We could knock Man City out. We'd be in a really good position for a Champions League defense. Surprised by how good it was. Yeah, surprised in a good way, but why? Mrs. Robinson. Where's this animated emote then? Freezy. What's the odds for 4-0? What, for this game coming up or the game that we just played? I don't know. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. 50-50. Yeah, sure. It either will be 4-0 or it won't. It is cold. I put the heating on. It is cold. Cold Palmer. Why is it cold? Yeah. Right, is Violet here? Yeah, she is. Violet comes to everyone now. Oh, all right, Cole Palmer can do one. Right. Ren's taking it well. Not sure why, but he's upset with that. It is nearly October. Yeah, that is true. Okay, what are you upset with? Please that being promised I'll reduce on working on the number of unhappy players. Do we have unhappy players? What's the dynamics like? Do we actually have? Where am I looking? Yeah. We've got 2 and you're one of them, mate. Oh yeah, the FM update should be tomorrow, shouldn't it? Yes. That is true. Hopefully if they could do it right in the evening, as soon as I'm back from work, that'll be good. And then I can do a video about it. That'd be lovely. I can do an FM lately about it then. An update, basically just that, what was it? That account that leaked it saying that they're going to do release information about FM25, possibly tomorrow. Potential video for Tuesday, exactly. If I could, depending on the timing, if I'm too late back and it's basically everyone else has done it, it's one of them, isn't it? 4 p.m. I'm calling. Yeah, it usually is. It's annoying. Then again, imagine I wasn't at work. If I hear delay again, I'm worried. Yeah, midday you're doing it, so you're doing it during class. I could take this camera and just have it on my desk. Basically, this setup in my classroom. What do you reckon? Not sure anyone would mind about such a thing. Right, we have got Man City. We need to go full strength, which does probably mean Deronza, even if he's not fully fit. In the attack, though, Zayo missing is such an annoyance because he's got a cold. That is annoying, isn't it? It did say release date is the same, so shouldn't be delayed. True. It did say that, didn't it? To answer the emote question, I'm playing rivals instead of... That's a bit disappointing, really. Crazy. Right, Kotric, Gurrieri, Souza, Haaland. It's not dad, it's daddy. Christ. I think this is a good enough team to give them a good game. No Sosa, no De Gea is the only things. Let's play darts. Well, that's a clip. No. Not everything needs to be a clip, all right? Why is... There's a joke in that, Beyond. Why has Daddy come back? What, from the shops? What... Can you ban the Twitch streamer? I really feel like sometimes you should be able to. Man City away. We're at the Etihad. They've got Teixeira up front, who is really good. That's who they've replaced Haaland with. We've got Haaland up front. Saw this and read it in your voice. Excellent. Is this a... is it a spineless? This is the first time I saw a spineless personality despite 100 of hours. Does this mean players won't go into tackles or do aerial duels? Spineless! That's the word. That's what you've heard. Spineless. This is what it sounds like. Every year! That's close enough. Close enough. I should learn where those things are, shouldn't I? We noticed only 4.7% of people saw our updates. We removed it to be focused on better areas. Only 4% of people were seeing our updates about FM25, so we've stopped doing them. Put stickers on them. You can't because there's 4 buttons, but three folders for them. So there's multiple sounds on the same button pad, if that makes sense. All right, we've lost the ball there. So I got a guy called Williams. We've given it away. We've won it back. We're in our lovely orange away kit. We haven't had a shot yet in 37 minutes. So we just need to be in the game in the second leg, though. Oh, Lewis Skelly's playing for them. That's who you're talking about. He did get booked before his first appearance. He did come on, though, didn't he? Great quiz question. That one is going to be, isn't it? You can't make it look like Guess Who. No, I don't think so. Breezy, can you make me some stickers? Joffre? That's not Magico, is it? Was it some Gofra Magico? Is a bit different. We are going to lose this. Well, we're going to go behind in this game, and I'm hoping for a better second half. Maybe we're not, because we've won the ball back. It's a terrible pass to Haaland. Terrible pass. I think it happened before. Oh, has it happened before? Or is it being booked before you're... Fair enough. I suppose that, like, the Liverpool new assistant coach got booked yesterday. That was before his first Premier League appearance. And I think I don't know if he will make one, to be honest. It's a masterpiece. What is this? We've gone 1-0 down, by the way, but it is what it is. It's City. You've made a clip. Right, I need to pause. We need to pause. Stephen's done some clipping that he says is a masterpiece. Why is that opened in such a weird place? Why is it opened in the browser? Right. Can you hear this? I pause the music. Get that on the Shorts channel. Here you go, Leonie. Can you hear the sounds here? It's not Dad, it's Daddy. Christ. I think this... Oh. Oh. Is that it? Okay, yeah, I get it. That is it. The cut well. No, it is cut well. Yeah, you're right. Right, here it is. It's just me saying Daddy. There's two of me now. Hello, mate. You right? What do you want me to call you? It's not Dad, it's Daddy. Christ. Don't get that on the Shorts channel. No. You don't need to get that on the Shorts channel. No. No, it's not Dad. Right, we're 1-0 down as well. Why was there two of me? All right, can we go and... Have we had a shot yet? We've had one. We've not been great here. But I swear we've done this against Barcelona loads of times and then had good second half. So I'm just hoping the same happens again. Don't go 2-0 down, though. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I'm just seemingly on a clip collage there. Yeah, you found out you can do portrait clips and now you're just going for it. Just keep going, and mate. Don't make a Clates Inception. Don't do it again and make a whole new one. No. Oh, yeah, scene. Thanks. Found out how to make them work. Okay. Good work. All right. I might need to do subs because we've still only had one shot. Guerrieri for Escarella. The Ronza for Wesley just because he's knackered. You're on a 6. Let's do both fullbacks. They're both not playing great. And I'll berate them. Here we go. The changes are in place. Not double. No, you don't need to clip the double Daddy. Thing is, if I do it again, I'll be over the top of the second one, so it's not going to work. Actually, we could make it work. If we open this, it might work. Look. I can't press play though. Where's the volume? Anyway, you get the gist. I love the tactical style name every time I see it. It is really good, isn't it? It might be some of my finest work, to be honest. It might be some of my finest work. Is it 2? It's 2-0. The Haaland replacement has scored again. We're 2-0 down at the Etihad. We're going to have to try and win 3-0 at home. We might be out the Champions League here. I mean, look how good this guy is. Like, actually, what can you do? He's quite good. How much did they pay for him? 106 million. He's good. I mean, the whole team is good. Why don't you get this guy instead? Yeah, because we were doing sort of memes, really. 106 mil from Dortmund, yeah. Yeah, he's basically... This guy's good. Stephen Finn as well. Look at them. 6'7", this guy. This is what we're up against. 6'7". Flipping heck. Stephen Finn. I swear there's always a Stephen Finn. They've got Celeriac at left wing as well. 575 a week. Foden's still going. Who's Pereira? Kleber Pereira. Is that the one I had? I had him. I signed him for Feyenoord and City bought him for 47 million. I don't think he's that good. He's a 6'6" centre-back. They're playing him centre-mid. Why they just got massive players? Playing him as an anchor. This Lazic I nearly signed. They got Guardiola, Trubin. Who's Liam Brooks? Just a decent right back. He's not a centre mid, is he? Can we do anything? Can we get a goal? Should I go for it to try and get a goal? We might as well try and get one. Yeah, Guardiola's still there. If we concede a third, then so be it. We might just make a chance, will we? We might make a chance. It's not going to go in. It's a free kick. Yeah, they started Rico Lewis as well. Oh, God, there's another highlight. Haaland win it. Oh, this could be 3 because I've pushed forward. It's way past the time, though. What happened there? Why have they scored 52 seconds after the time? Hang on a minute. Why are we still playing? The ball is here. What's the time here? It must be past the time. That's annoying. Minimum. Yeah, but what's happened to add a whole minute on? Yeah, I know what minimum means, but usually, like, now compare that to what actually happens 98% of the time. You can just use the minimum thing as the meaning of the word. You can just use that as an excuse whenever it happens. It doesn't actually... Refs always, loads happen, they don't add the time on. The clips is the extra time, yeah, maybe. We've conceded a third in 90 plus 5 there. I don't know, you're not watching it in full matches. Either then, though, my point still stands. I don't like it when people say that. It's one of my gripes of like, it actually means minimum. Yeah, I know, but like, compare that to 90% of other matches. It doesn't matter about what happens in the added time. They barely ever add anything on.
Follow me. Okay.
Especially not a whole minute. Like, nothing happened as a highlight in there. So clearly nothing happened. No one was wasting time. So nothing happened in there that meant that there was needed to be an extra minute added on, if you know what I mean. We might be out there. We're going to need a big second half, and I don't think we're going to beat them 3-0, but we will try. I've not seen the James Justin goal, actually. Is there a maximum of added time? No. Christ. Weed on toast. Just because one is wrong doesn't mean the other is. Cracker of a goal. What do you mean one is wrong doesn't mean the other is? I don't like the arguments where it's like, yeah, but actually by the letter of the law. I was like, okay, so the letter of the law, you can't just apply that once. There's consistency has to actually be a thing as well, doesn't it? And it's almost like it's a very actually argument for things. I was like, no, but I watch enough football to know that that is out of the ordinary type of thing. I'm horrified by what I've seen Villa just put in general football chat. I don't even want to look at that. If Beyond's horrified. We could play a football match indefinitely. We could, yeah. That's true. Guerriere injury. It's not too bad, though. He's put Codri in. It's a fish, Rodri. Excellent. Just because one doesn't add the extra time and extra time doesn't mean the extra time is wrong. Hard to word properly. No, but that's where I disagree. Just because, because if only one ref is applying the rules by the letter of the rule, that's an inconsistency, so that's unfair, inherently unfair. If 90% are doing something and then one ref, even if that one ref is doing it correctly, that means there is the the application of the rules across the game is unfair because it's being implemented differently per game. So the 90% are wrong, but this is maths. The 90% are wrong, but that becomes the majority and that becomes the norm. So that 10% is still wrong, just in a different sense of the word. It might not be incorrect, but it's still then not in line with the rest. And what you're trying to do with a set of rules is to implement consistency. So you can still complain about that. That's like a mathematical view of it. I know exactly what you mean, and I know that technically you're right, but there's still an issue. It's always been the minimum. I know the rules, Ollie. I know it's always been a minimum. And if refs consistently applied it as a minimum, no issues. The fact that refs don't is the issue that I'm seeing. I'm not calling for... I know. I'm like, give me a bit of credit here. I know. Like, I like it when referees... There's a sub that happens. They play the 30 seconds and then everyone moves. Like, everyone moans about it. And you're like, well, no, they've done a sub, so this is correct. It's FM who actually cares. I don't. Clearly, I don't care about the result. Like, I really, really don't. If we hadn't won the Champions League last year, I would have done, but I really don't. I think you're confusing this for an actual me actually caring about it. But do you see my point in that that's a bugbear of mine in real football, rather than not FM. I don't care about this. Refs should be more inconsistent in FM to mess with us more. Well, I mean, if it's a realistic football simulation, they really should be, shouldn't they? People will not like that though. Thanks, Notfla. I'm calm, by the way. I don't know. It's Ollie's swearing. I'm very calm. Right. This is the league game, so let's rest people in between. But they only do that in England, Scotland and England. What do you mean? As the rest would have okay refs. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, you come to manage in England and Scotland and then you're like, oh my word, what is this? I agree, but again, it's 90% being wrong, but you just mentioned the sub incident. So is 90% or is it lower? I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm doing like across football and not necessarily the sub incident. It's the not applying the time correctly is the 90% that do it wrong. So regardless of whether so say there's a sub and they add the time on, that's in the 10% of doing it correctly. It's the 90% where even if a sub happens, they don't add the time on. It's when there's a mismanagement of the added time is what I'm talking about, if that makes sense. So every time I watch a game and then there's just a random... Like the Liverpool game yesterday, there was no reason in that Liverpool-Wolves second half. I think it was 7 minutes added on. I was like, where have they got that from? I'm sure like it made no sense. And then you watch another game where loads of things have happened and it's 3 minutes added on and you're like, what's happened there? That's what I'm talking about. City game last week that had 2 extra minutes. It does happen. I'm not sure... I'm not sure we're making the same point, Ollie, here. Suarez against Chelsea years ago, everyone screamed minimum added time. It always happens. The Liverpool Carvalho winner against Newcastle 4-3, they played time added over then. I think you're confusing what I'm saying here. I'm not saying that playing over the minimum added time is fine. I was complaining about a silly little goal in FM, which obviously we don't know if there was added time that was on there. There was no subs or goals. So I was thinking that actually playing a minute in FM seemed a bit weird because you don't usually see that. That's irrelevant to this. In real football, I hate the way that the refs don't actually accurately add the time on. It's inconsistent. That's honestly it. That's my issue here is that it's really frustrating thing in real life that they're inconsistent with the way that they add time on. And there should be a minimum, but most referees don't implement it in that way, which is a real frustration. I think we actually think the same thing. I think you were thinking that I was saying, I think because of the specific like incident in FM, it confused things. Just turn it to maximum and everyone is happy. No, because you can just waste time then, can't you? It has to be minimum because of time wasting. Like you can just do 3 subs, waste all the time, and then that's it. You've wasted all the time, which still happens too much because refs are scared to add extra time on at the end of it. But yeah, the inconsistency riles me, clearly. What do you mean Bellingham's face? What do you mean? I actually liked it. Do you know in the World Cup when they started adding loads of time on? I think I preferred that. They needed to find a slight middle ground, but I think I did prefer that. Like, just do it accurately. I don't know why they can't just stop the clock, though. I know it's changing the game massively, but I don't really understand why they can't. Technically, should be right every time. Yeah, exactly. There shouldn't be... Yeah, exactly, Ollie. There shouldn't be an inconsistency, because if refs are stopping their clock every time the ball goes out of play, or... like within reason, there should be like a ball goes out of play, and then if it goes over say 10 seconds, then they stop the clock. So then you've got like they should be able to do it. There shouldn't be any inconsistency. They should have a finite amount of time on their watches that then they have to play based on everything that's going. It doesn't make, like, I don't understand why they can't do that. And the only reason I guess they can't is because people then start to argue about, no, but that it makes it easier for the better teams, and it takes away like the time wasting being part of the game type of thing, and you know, killing the clock is actually a part of the game, which some people genuinely believe. I think from my position of supporting a team that are usually the better team in a game of 2 teams, I'm obviously biased in that. But maybe, I don't know. I don't think stopping play works, by the way. What do you mean stopping play? I mean, what slowing down, like without like wasting time, you mean? I mean, they could. Most people would probably hate the idea. Maybe. What am I doing here with doing this team? But yeah, it's one of my most annoying things in football. It just seems that they just pull a number out of their arse and just say, actually stopping the time. No, I don't think they should stop the time. I think the referee should just be monitoring it and like stopping his watch so he knows exactly how many minutes get added on. But yeah, I think you're right. Don't think the players knowing it would be a good thing, or even the fans knowing it would be a good thing. You just have to be trusting that if a team is wasting time, that the time's going to get added back on, type of thing. So I think the ref should be in charge of it still. I think I agree. Stops a quick throw from happening, yeah. The only issue with stopping the clock is that you can still break up momentum by maximizing stoppages, but I do see the point. Yeah. Yeah, I think it has to be a middle ground between those two things, doesn't it? Right. Deronza, maybe rest him. So you'd get like 15 to 20 minutes added then. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose that's the issue. It's like the World Cup thing. Maybe that's what they were doing, and then the World Cup thing, there was just way too much added on. But is that the end of the world? I don't like... Maybe there's too much football anyway, but... Yeah, the refs can't be trusted to draw a straight line. This is true. This is true. Part of the fun is guessing the added time just before the board goes up. Yeah, because it doesn't matter what... It's always complete... Utter woke nonsense, exactly. It's always wrong, though. It's always so wrong. And it really does manipulate a lot of results, the amount of time that gets added on, though. Because it's such a kick in the teeth when if you're like trying to see out like a draw, and then suddenly 8 minutes gets added on, you're thinking, what for? That is such a big like morale hit that you take, compared to if you're like trying to win a game and then 2 minutes goes up, you're like, what? They've been wasting time for the whole second half, and we got 2 minutes. The ref's then just in charge of basically the result. So, I don't know. I think it needs to be closely monitored and looked at as a thing. Right, Dezeo's back. I could actually just play him, couldn't I? He was only ill. I didn't want to shout expletives at the refs for how long they had on. Well, I think people do that anyway, won't they? I thought this when Fard were 1-0 down yesterday, 8 minutes was added. Then we then concede again. Yeah. We're like, we've got time to get back in it. And then just concede again, yeah. I genuinely was surprised it was so high. Yeah, because sometimes you're like, where have they got that from? And what they've probably done is they've actually done it accurately, not consistently. They've probably done it accurately based on the game, like actual stoppages. It's just there's no consistency, is there? And especially when you then factor in that some referees always referee. Teams have referees manage some teams more than they do other teams. In fact, referees manage some teams a lot more than they manage other teams. So if you've got a referee that adds less time on and he always manages you, that is way more beneficial for a team to come to your place and waste time compared to if you go to another place, say Liverpool, you go to then Arsenal, and that referee always adds loads of time on. You don't waste time in that game. That changes. What are you trying to say? Does that make sense? Because if you look at who referees who, it's all done by location. So if you were to look into it, there will be little things that make a difference there. I like the way it is right now. I feel like the more you expect the refs to get exactly right, the more frustrating their mistakes get. See VAR. Errors are human in the end. I think that's just like such a broken way of seeing it. I know exactly what you mean, is that we shouldn't expect them to get so much right, because then when they don't get it all right, you get angry and it becomes such a massive part of the culture of the game, which is a problem. But that's like, seems so backwards in thinking, doesn't it? I know what you mean. Like, but it's such a backwards way of thinking. It's saying, just don't expect them to do just expect them to get loads wrong. That's difficult in this day and age to think that, isn't it? Our kids aren't learning anything. Let's get rid of schools. Yeah, it's that sort of backwards argument. I know exactly what you mean as well, though. Importance of the game, location teams, who they support. But it has a huge difference. I don't quite like... People always say, yeah, but just don't worry about like refereeing and officiating. It's just who the better team is. Well, with the small percentages, it's not, is it? Like, it's tiny percentages that change things. And these are percentages that change things. I don't think it's too much to ask for, like, parity. Worth the money. Yeah, I've put the heating on today. I have as well. It's cold. Right, anyway. We discuss. Let's play this game. I should probably rest people if they're a bit tired, shouldn't I? We've got the City second. Well, we're probably out anyway. We're 3-0 down. Let's just win this game. It's easy to be like, they are human and they get a decision wrong. And then they get a decision wrong in your team's game and it goes out the window. Oh, for sure it does. Yeah, that is true. Essex is cold and damp. Yeah, London doesn't seem too damp, actually. I'm going to try and... Reckon Lenny will run with me today? I doubt it. We've won 3-0. Barcelona have also won. Another goal for Erling. Didn't score in the Champions League, though, did he? 14 and 10 for him. Oh, I need to rest them.
Follow me. Okay.
Kotric, Haaland and Rahn. London isn't burning. Doesn't seem to be. Oh, Rahn and Bellingham are suspended. Bellingham was, I thought Bellingham was... I couldn't play him anyway in the Champions League. I'm going to rest them anyway. I know that I shouldn't, but I can't be bothered to untick them. But hey! NYZ! I don't know how I'm going to say your name. NYZin Biceps. Biceps! Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're good. Right, I need to crack on with some emote making. Have a great stream, bud. All good, Breezy. I'll catch you soon. Appreciate it, by the way. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, first stream. Welcome in, Biceps. What's your thoughts on minimum added time? It's such a tiny part of the game, isn't it? Minimum added time. We've had I'm so upset about it. And Liverpool haven't even been wronged by it recently. That goes without talking about so many other facets of the game that have issues around officiating. That's funny. Wouldn't get that far. I'd say there would always be mistakes regardless of rule changes or tech. Yeah. They need to work out how they're going to get the culture right around referees' mistakes. But I don't think they help themselves with this like almost arrogance that the referees seem to have and the referee bodies seem to have, that the all righteousness and then the I don't know, they seem really smarmy. Is that just me? You know when like PGMOL come out and talk about a decision they made, it's always actually there was this and this, it was the correct decision, whereas 99% of people looking at it disagree. And you're like, well, it wasn't, was it? If they came out and said, well, we applied this letter of the law because we thought this had happened, like the Twitter account, it just seems like a front. Yeah, it does. It seems really smarmy. Yeah, I mean, Dermot, like, go away, Dermot Gallagher. Go away, Howard Webb. PGMOL first words I hear opening the stream. Yeah. And then a little voice going, actually. Welcome in, Nicky. Have you ever had a save where you win the championship but still don't get promoted to the Premier League? No. Because those are not the rules. I had high hopes for that Twitter account. I don't know how you do it. I don't know the answer of like, how do you seek to provide clarity and explain your decisions and try and have like communications without just going, without coming across in the way that they do. Because even if they then admit fault, because that's maybe what we're looking for, do they need to just hold their hands up and say, nah, I got it wrong? But even if they say that, they do it in like big over-the-top apologies, which fans then use to point score against one another. And it's like, no, I don't need a proper apology. I just mean to say, this was a 50-50 call. We made the decision based on this, although you could argue that this happened. Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, say there's a tackle that's over the ball. We made a decision that he was reckless and over the top. Having viewed it in multiple replays, there is an argument to say that he got the ball first and it was touch and go. That we went with the referee's decision, which was that it was reckless. Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer because there's such a problem with the culture around everything anyway, isn't there? Morning anyway. Hope people are well. I don't follow the Prem closely though. My team plays in the second division in Germany. I like the current state of fishing there. Following the Prem might radicalise me. Who knows? Yeah, Lely. Avoid it like the plague, I would say. I had a save with Ipswich, won the championship, didn't get promoted, won it again, but still didn't get promoted, so I just left. Yeah, that's weird. That's not all right. All right, no Bellingham. Suspended, although I thought he was cup-tied anyway. Are you ready? Because he was ineligible last time. Was it him? Maybe it was someone else I was thinking of. Oh, yeah. Yeah, did you try finishing second? No, he just left. Right. Guillermo, Jose, Benzi and Aguera. Oh, Lucaran's a big loss there. Andro. Do them that way around. Sousa, Kotric, Escarela. Do I have... Let's do Gurrieri back in. Shall I go 2 strikers and just go for it? Yeah. We're 3-0 down. We're probably going to lose again, but we'll go for it, won't we? I think there's a bug if you have a parent affiliate club in the Prem, it doesn't promote you. I was thinking maybe it was like you didn't have the facilities and it was like bugged out saying that you didn't have a big enough stadium or something like that, but that could be it, yeah. How annoying. Right, we might be out of the Champions League here, trying to defend it for another year. We're 3-0 down from the first leg, which is not ideal. Man City are too good. Free kick for us. Haaland. Oh, you've got to score that, Erling. My Thrive parcel is out for delivery. Okay, 3 shots from us in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Kind of need a goal quite soon if we're going to get back into this, though. Yeah, could just break it off. He's already left, though, I think. So it's a bit... With my... Is that Callum Doyle? It might be. I'll have a look. Another chance for Sousa from a free kick. I'll check, Ben. It is Callum Doyle playing. He's 31 now. He's quite good. There you go. Oh, he's passed it straight to us. Come on, a goal here. Oh, that's rubbish. That is rubbish. That's Leonardo Joffre as well. I think I signed him, didn't I? Maybe for Anderlecht. They've got quite a few players that I've had. There's that 6'7" Stephen Finn who scored his 20th of the season. I said a goal here, but we've conceded. Not for them. Look at him. He's massive. Look at the size of him. 6'7" centre mid. Why haven't I got him? Guillermo should probably do better as well. I'm sure I signed him. Yeah, I signed him for Anderlecht. I knew it. I knew it. Okay, we're 4-0 down. They've scored with their first shot. Go on then, Duranza, smash it in. Let's put it wide. I thought that was in. Cheers, by the way. We've got San Pellegrino on the go today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're getting destroyed. We've won the ball back. Right, 1-1 here, then we'll score 3 in the second half and it'll be great. Pen ref! Has to be! Something tells me you don't win. I don't need that negativity right now. We might have a penalty. Tory water. Don't need that negativity right now, even though it's inherently correct. Ref! Penalty! Given! That was a hard tackle. Erling Haaland against his former team. To get us, maybe not back in the game, but on the way. We've scored. Come on, get that ball. Run back to halfway. Look at him running really weirdly slowly like that. Did my resub not pop? No. Refresh. F5 magical. It should be there. Go on then. Another one before half time. Oh, he's put it over. It was close. At least it's not 6. No, it's not 6. Right. We need 3 second half. What could possibly go wrong? They've made subs. They're scared. Okay, they've had a very good 10 minutes there when nothing's happened. We're going to go for it. Let's push these guys forward a bit. Let's go attacking. Last time we did this, we conceded another. Let's do Cezinha purely because he might be a threat from set pieces. Where's Cole Palmer? Yeah. Come on. What a move that was, but it wasn't a goal. How many Sousa free kicks are we going to have that just go over? See? That's basically every highlight. We've had 12 shots. We need a goal pretty soon. Now will be a good time for Cezinha to hit. That's awful. Let's go straight to the keeper. There it is. Magical.
Magical waffle from resubscribed X20. Here it is. 20 months. Nearly 2 years. My sub is almost eligible for primary education. No longer a prime sub. It will never expire again.
Thank you, Magical, for the 20 months. I've done some sub emotes. And you're still not been permanently banned by Ollie. You're doing great. Here comes City. Here comes City to kill us dead. A good save. How you doing, Chiru? Welcome in, buddy. Hope you're good. 1-1 on the night. 4-1 to City. Yet. It's a battle for survival every week. It is. 20 to play. I think we might be out. A goal now. Puts the willies up them. Come on. Nogueira. Give him the odd compliment now and then to butter him up. Yeah, just keep yourself just a bit of stay of execution, they call it, don't they? Kotric! It's 2-1 on the night! We need 2 more in 18 minutes. Don't count us out. Jose Ricardo, great run. Finds Kotric. What can we do to try and really push the mantle here? Guerrieri is playing... All of our attackers are playing well. I don't necessarily want to change them. Maybe left back for Cruz, just for fresh legs down the left. 15. Highlight. The Ronza CM attack. Yeah, possibly if we get this next goal, then we really push for the last one, don't we? Oh, it's a mistake. Haaland, do you have to score, Erling? No! What a chance they gave it to us. Go on then, score from the corner. Kotric, Nogueira, it's over as well. You can't say we've not made the chances either. He had to score that, didn't he? Yeah, let's try CM attack. You reckon he'll be better at CM attack or get Deseo closer to the goal? Let's try Deseo closer to the goal. He had to score that, didn't he? Footballing brilliance. 8 to play. We're going very attacking. Feel like we have to. Yeah, do you know what? Both. You're right. You're right. At this stage. Sousa's not playing... Right, Rugland will help. We'll get the Norwegian Dream Team up front as well. Be humble, Erling. 5 to play. A goal before added time, and then there'll be a minimum of 15 added on, surely. Right, a goal now, and there's still a chance because we just need to force 1 in added time then. It might be a goal for them. But we might still be able to break on them here. We've sent them backwards. Callum Doyle. Brooks. Win that ball. I think he's onside, Williams here. It's gonna have to be a break. DeZeo finds Cruz. Here we go. Like the red arrows we go forward here. Look how many players are forward. Guerrieri. What have you done? That had to go in. Right, we're going to go out because that goes in and we might be able to force a highlight. But you know what? We played all right there. We did force it against a really good City team. Annoyingly, we probably should have scored a few more. I know that one of those XG is basically 1 or 0.9 from the pen. It's not Nico Williams. No. He was very white. Lewis Williams. 9 on target as well. Oh, well. We are out. That Haaland chance, yeah. We go 1 goal off it then, don't we? That Haaland chance is the thing. Also, conceding was a bit annoying. Then we'd be a goal away. Oh, well. We go out. Haaland's knackered. He scores another goal, by the way. I know it's from the spot, and he didn't play great other than that, but he's got 15 and 11 now. Yeah, exactly. So he scores a penalty. He still only gets a 6.9, so didn't play great. I don't know what I've just said there. We've got Real Madrid away in 4 days in the league, so I do actually need to rest. Don't think we effed. I think we're good. I close my... All right, I say instant result every game bar the Copa del Rey final. Do you reckon? Even this Real Madrid game? Should we play that today? I think you might be right. We're 5 clear already. I think you might be right. Let's just chat and do this. Right, is Lenny still asleep back there? He is, look. Would you like to see? The squad are fuming. Oh, God, what are they upset? Oh, God, they're upset with the Champions League exit, aren't they? Lenny! He honestly doesn't care when he's asleep like this. Everyone and their mum is upset about the result. Yeah, why? Like, again, Football Manager, do better than this. Manager's responsible for the failure to fulfill the club competition objectives. We won it last year. We played City. City will probably win it. Stop being weirdos. You should be able to say, not happy to... This guy's really kicking up a fuss. I don't like him. I do like him. I promise we'll challenge next season. Like here. I don't think it's that big of a deal. We're moving in the right direction. Yeah, if we resign, it might force a merry-go-round, to be fair, yeah. Because, like, someone might try and take the Atletico job, and then that might open up a job. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to promise that we'll challenge. We're in trouble right now. What? I don't think it's fair to make that sort of promise. We're in trouble right now because we went out of the Champions League to Man City. What a stupid part of the game, by the way. What a stupid... I know he's a pleb and we can talk about him being a pleb, but, like, Football Manager, this is brainless. What a stupid part of the game. We're not in trouble. Like, but this is the way it's coded. Escalate this. He's just a knob. I'm sending this guy to play in the B team. Thing is, he's really good. That's the issue. He's really quite good. He didn't even play. He was on the bench. It's because I guess it's because he's unhappy anyway. Like, he's the one who's kicking up a fuss with everything. Does he have he's got a perfectionist personality. Maybe that's him. Kick a chair at Jim. Him, not poor Jim. Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to kick a chair at him. I can't sell him now because we're in March is the issue. But what a silly game. 8 big games. He didn't even play in the game. So who needs wingers? See ya. Yeah, I mean, we could just play more strikers, play Sousa. Right, we've got Real Madrid. Probably won't play him. Have Liverpool sacked their manager yet? West Ham still managerless. No. Liverpool is still stable. They've drawn a couple of games in there, though. They've won the cup, so that's why they're in there, the Carabao Cup. They're 4 points off. If they win their 2 games in hand, they would only go third now. They have dropped points. They've drawn to Brentford and then drew to Barcelona, that's all right. They might go out the Champions League here, though. That would be... because they've drawn their home game. If they go out of the Champions League, we know that the squad's going to be unhappy because ours has just lost their absolute minds for losing to City. So we need to keep an eye on that, don't we? They've won. Okay. All right. Don't worry about that. They've gone through. They've scored on 86 and 91. Cool. He was. All right. I've just seen somebody's retweeted a Bayern Munich fan that tweeted, "We'll never understand how we got more than 40 million for a guy who only started 2 games all season and gave more interviews than minutes played. Probably our greatest ever sale," talking about Ryan Gravenberch. That is such... that 30 mil pounds or 40 mil euros, it looks so cheap now, doesn't it? Awful sale by Bayern. That's how a team responds when they like the manager. Yeah, probably. Still fair from their POV. Well, not now. It's definitely not their greatest ever sale now. I think they could be... They've signed João Palhinha in their midfield. I know what you mean, like, that he hadn't played, but it was also their choice not to play him. They had a really good player there that they've then sold. I'm not sure it is that fair from their POV. Exactly. Walks into midfield on current form. Yeah. I'm not sure I agree. At the time, yeah. Noguera, well done. Is that Escarella? No, it's Jory Seller. What are you doing? I don't really agree with you. All right, I've had a go at Jory Seller now. I'm having a go at everyone. All my favourites. Well, wheels are falling off. They are. The wheels are falling off. It's because we're trying to speed run it, isn't it? A little bit. I don't know. I think Pavlicic would still play, but neither team is unhappy with their deal, I don't think. Nah. I don't really agree. He did, yeah, to be fair, he did have over 7 rating in training. That's true. What's for lunch today? I'm not sure. I need to go out and get something, I think. Since losing the Champions League, the manager's lost his head. I think I lost it before that. I don't know if I love playing 2 strikers. I suppose we've done okay. It's just whenever we play good, we're only playing the good teams. That's what we're seeing, isn't it? We are smashing teams in between. Yeah, let's stick with it. Sousa's a bit unfit, though. Maybe let's do the Norwegian meat shield up front. Yeah, I don't know why I criticised him for a 7 point something in training. Right, Lukaran's back. That is good. Let's do... Still no Sosa. Oh, it's the... it's when we play Real Madrid he's ineligible. That makes more sense. Where's Escarella? He's on the bench. Right.
and I'm a sinner.
No, I don't agree. I think Ryan Gravenberch has been that good that he would play on current form over Pavlovic quite easily. Right, we've drawn. It's not the end of the world. They've got a late equaliser. I really don't think they'd be that bothered with who they have. Okay. I don't know if you maybe appreciate how good Ryan Gravenberch has been, potentially. But again, Liverpool bias, etc., etc. Certainly would not be saying that's our best ever sale. I think that's a mental thing to say that they would still think. What shall I have for lunch today? Any ideas? Alaves. How many games until the cup game? Quite loads, actually. Yeah. Gravenberch has been a joke how good he's been. So good. Playing the music in my song. 40 mil for a guy not playing is in itself a great deal. The fact that they weren't playing him is the whole other discussion. Yeah. That's what I mean. At the time, it's a fair comment. I think it's still interesting to look back at it now and say that it was their fault for not playing him. Yeah, I know what you mean. But his point was that I can't believe it wasn't that he wasn't playing. It was that he couldn't get in the team, which in hindsight, they probably should have given him a chance. But maybe he's developed since. Either way, they've sold it. It's a bargain at this stage. I think it's a bit of a, yeah, it depends. You can just interpret in different ways. I think it's a silly tweet now looking back. I was going to say something then, but I can't remember. In his current form, is there a team where Gravenberch won't start as a 6? I think there's probably teams that play like a lone 6 that I'm not sure Gravenberch you want to play him in. But this particular role, if any team that plays this dual 6 thing that Liverpool are playing right now, Gravenberch on current form will get in any team in the world. I actually think that as well. I know that you can say like Real Madrid, blah, 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 over like actual like generational players, but he is so good at the moment that I actually believe that on current form. That's not saying he's a better player than some of those people, but he is a joy to watch at the moment, seriously. At the time, great deal. Now, awful deal, yeah. Jude Bellingham's twisted his ankle, which is a shame. He's out for another injury. It is actually a good job this Duranza's back, isn't it? Because we're getting injuries. Air fryer breakfast for lunch. That is tempting. That is not a bad shout. Just bang some things in the air fryer. I've had some bagels already for breakfast. I love him as a City fan. Yeah, I think he's one of those players that you can appreciate as a footballer. I'd like to think. It creates a fantastic... Every game he plays creates a fantastic compilation. Basically being a good transfer for all parties. That's where I disagree in hindsight. And I know it's hindsight. I don't think it's been a good transfer for Bayern Munich now because they've lost a player that's really, really good for 30-something million, which is not a good transfer, even though at the time it might have been. But then that's like saying Cole Palmer was a good transfer for all parties, which maybe you could say, but hindsight, it hasn't been. Do you know what I mean? Did we do football house chat earlier? I missed the start. Yeah, we did. We did both. My mum's actually asking me about the house now, which is why I was looking at my phone. She's looking at real specifics. Can get in. Was this the house with the wine fridge? No, it wasn't. No wine fridge, but it is very nice. I think using hindsight there will always be a winner and a loser. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Fogman. I think it's a bit of it's one of those things where you can't really, it's it's a bit of a difficult thing to substantiate as an argument anyway, isn't it? Good afternoon, PB Smoothie. Welcome in. Toby Carvery's now on Deliveroo for me. Ooh. It would be good if there was like a cheaper roast place, because any roast that you get on Deliveroo, basically any London roast, is like 20 quid minimum. So if there's a slightly cheaper version of that, that could be quite useful. Did I play Rugland last game, or was this the team that I set up for this game? I can't remember. I'm going to go with this one. Was that last game? £15.29. See, it's a bit cheaper. It's like 20 quid minimum for any, usually. Wonder if it's on mine. It probably isn't. I don't know where the nearest one is from here. Not the cast with the moat, no. We've won 3-1. Rugland's got a hat-trick. I think sometimes it's fair to say players kick on at certain... Yeah, this is the other thing as well, is that he might not have ever been the player. Like we said earlier for Palmer, that he was probably never been the player that he is now if he stayed at City. It might have even taken Arne Slot coming in now for Gravenberch to be the player that he's ended up being. Klopp might have seen that he could have done, but he wasn't last season, was he? So it could just be one of those. Gordon is a transfer that worked for all sides. There's no chance he'd develop like he has at Everton and all our instability. Yeah, it's probably that. Still don't think that if you really just put it into the cold hard facts of, was it a good sale for Bayern Munich now? Does 30 million look like too little? I think it does, based on all the evidence now. Okay, that's not even true. Does it look like, is it their best ever sale now? That's the point. It's not their best ever sale now, is it? Whether it's a good deal or not, it's now not their best ever sale. Yeah. That's maybe, yeah, that's where I think that's where we could underline it. What would be, I don't know what Bayern Munich's best ever sale would be. You look at look at Liverpool's sale of Coutinho. That's best ever sale territory. Did you look at the takeaway potential at the new house? Important to consider. I didn't actually look at it, but I've already set myself up for it to be not as good, because I can't look at yeah, exactly. I don't know their departures off the top of my head. It won't be as good as London. So London is a joke how good it is. Douglas Costa to Juve for 40 million. Yeah, that's been a weird one, hasn't it? George Army, welcome in, buddy. Liverpool got 140 million for Phil Coutinho, who had about 3 good games for the entirety of the rest of his career. It is expensive, yeah. It's really nice when your club begins to be serious at selling. Yeah, when you start seeing... Yeah, that is so true. It really... You realise what you've been missing out the whole time. You're like, oh, actually, you can actually get money for players. It's like Liverpool selling Sepp van den Berg for 25 million this summer. Or he's complaining at the start of the summer that Liverpool wouldn't sell him for 6 million to Mainz. And he was like, they're pricing me out of a move. And then he goes for 25 to Brentford. We love loading out and then losing on a free. That's a classic, yeah. Right, I'm actually going to criticise this time. Right, go, right. You got 6.5 because it's rubbish, Jory. It is bad. From price obtained to the poor output for a new club, it's certainly up there, the Coutinho. Yeah, it has to be, right? Now all of our Deadwood are doing well in the Prem and our selling should continue to be good. Yeah, it's the cycle. But it's also to do with your, like, the reputation and, like, the feel-good nature of Arsenal means that signing anyone from Arsenal... you think they're more likely to be good. So signing an Nketiah, you're willing to pay more because they're coming from Arsenal, who are good. So you have to be in that place to be able to get good money for them. And then, like you say, they then do well at their other clubs, probably because they're coming from a good environment anyway, and being well coached and, and performing well. And then they do well. And then as soon as they do well, other teams are willing to take a punt on them. Like Smith Rowe going in and tearing it up at Fulham is a real helpful point of reference for other teams looking to sign Deadwood players in the future. Yeah, you're quite right. What else? Who else has been the best sale of a player in history? Zinchenko and Jesus, please come by. Thing is with them is that when they are playing for Arsenal, they look awful. Anthony? Yeah, Anthony. You're right. That's got to be up there. Explains why we've had so many players leave at Everton, yeah. That's definitely a podcast segment. It is, isn't it? Ousmane Dembele, yeah. But then Ousmane Dembele still played at the top level. Obviously nowhere near the transfer fee. But like, he's been good for them. People like to meme him, don't they? The Hazard one was a joke. That guy was like, I'm quite finished with my career. I'd like one big payday, please. And then I don't want to play football anymore. I just want to eat. But the fee is insane for Dembele. It's wild, isn't it? I would say Pepe, but his stats weren't even that bad in the end. Well, Nicolas Pepe, he got a bit. It was a bit harsh on him. I think because Arsenal were quite bad at that time as well. It didn't help, did it? Liverpool selling Torres for 50 million, but then you can still argue that Torres went and like, did he win the Champions League there and like still had moments? He was not the player, but yeah. Alexis to United should have been, but we decided to do a swap deal. Yep. Alonso to Madrid was a joke. What do you mean there? Coutinho plays in Qatar now. He does. He does. Scored the goal against Barca that took them to the final two. Yeah. Exactly. He still had enough moments that it made it. I don't know if you can put him right at the top of that list. And 50 million these days seems so cheap, doesn't it? But it was so much now. He plays in Brazil now. Oh yeah, he was there at Qatar and now he's in Brazil. He's actually doing all right again, I think, in Brazil. But he's in Brazil. Dezeo's back. That is good. Yeah, Vasco, that's it. Just took each other out. Right, that'll do. Maguire or Casemiro to United have to be up there. I see. Does it? Maguire? He's played a lot of games. Hasn't been that bad, Maguire. And Casemiro was great first season.
This fine Sunday morning.
Obviously, huge money for both of them. So they're not great, but I think there are worse ones. We've won 6-2. 2 for Haaland. Escarela scored a goal. He got a 10 out of 10. All right, maybe he's right. A goal and 2 assists, player of the match he's the one who's kicking up a fuss. Maybe you should have played better then, and we wouldn't have gone out. Right, he's happy to me to praise him. I mean, the money that the club's got for them. Yeah. Morning, Lawless. Thank you very much for the 19 months. Appreciate you. Kepa to Chelsea. That's actually a really good shout. That's a really good shout. I'd put Ronaldo from United to Madrid. I wouldn't. There's a great sale. Like the best ever sales. They lost the best player in the world at the time. Or, you know. Actually, who's better? Ronaldo or Messi? Pogba. Yeah, that was a bad signing. It actually wasn't. He was so good at times. He's just... Yeah. I see we're on the Tory water and discussing United's diabolical transfer history. Actually, we're not. We're discussing all diabolical transfer moves, but United keep coming up. I don't know why. We probably could have gotten more for him. I don't think that's the opposite then, isn't it? Of what we're talking about, Amata. We're talking about teams that got loads of money for a player where they ended up being rubbish. The Kepa transfer has the background of the English window closing early that season. Courtois threw his toys at the pram and Chelsea got their hands tied. Yeah, also they were in for Alisson and Alisson chose Liverpool that summer as well, didn't they? Yeah, we said about Dembele to Barca. We said that he still actually did all right. It just wasn't worth the money. The money was just insane, but it wasn't like he was a bad footballer. He was nowhere near really good. Like, it wasn't top level in the way that the money should have been, but he still played in like big games and then he still had a good career, hasn't he? Andy Carroll to Liverpool, Benteke to Liverpool. Both not great. Again, those are both ones where it's like the Carroll one came because we sold Torres and had money and we needed a striker. He was a bit unlucky with his career. He had injuries as well, Andy Carroll. It just was that was a bad fit. Like, he's still actually gone on to have a decent career, Andy Carroll, hasn't he? Stuart Downing. Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was like, that was just a weird time. I don't think that's... He wasn't... No, it's not... That isn't the top of this list. I don't think. I hated Stuart Downing. But I don't think that's top of this list. João Felix, for what was it, 100 and something million to Atletico Madrid, was a bit wild considering what's actually gone on and happened there, yeah. Steve McManaman. Steve McManaman... No. Steve McManaman was not... That's the No, that's not this. He went on a free and was really good for Real Madrid. What do you mean? If Barca had done better with it, 200 mil for Neymar is a great sale. Yeah, they just didn't spend it well, yeah. Oh, intake. Intake. We've got... Hello. Actually, 4 okay players here. We've got a centre-back from Mexico. Please be good. I know he doesn't look a mate. He's not good. He's 5'11". He is aggressive. I was kind of expecting him to be. Not as good as Goffra, no. Abdon Valdenaz. A Mexican. Ivan Plaza. He looks like he might be okay. Good agility. Meh. Meh. We're not going to see these ones develop, are we? Any interesting ones? A winger, no real pace on him yet. He's 5'2". Another winger who's 5'8". He looks okay. A Russian right back. He looks all right. He clearly doesn't have good potential, though. He looks okay. I miss David Mattress. Me too. Arsenal sold Amelia for 23 million and used the money to pay for Thierry Henry and a new training ground. Yeah, but then Anelka, I assume you mean Anelka, went on to have a really good career. North Bank. So I don't think that wasn't... I guess I'm not sure we're talking about whether you reinvest the money or not. I think it's more you sold a player for a really high price and then his value went really immediately down, I think is what we're looking for here. Because like Anelka had a brilliant career after that. Even though, yes, Arsenal reinvested the money perfectly and used it and then went on to amazing heights after that, didn't they? Got 2 Owen O'Connors in an intake, really? Did we get anyone interesting in terms of names? Bruno Sanchez Fernandez, the most Spanish name I've ever seen. We've got an Indian player called Mohit Khamar. An Englishman with massive hair called James James Orford. That's an interesting way of spelling James for an Englishman. A decent Indian player. I mean, he's not terrible, no. But not great. Left for free again, yeah. A Gambian player. Ismaila Jama. Actually looks alright as well, if he was a bit faster. Anyway, I say he looks alright. I'm just looking at the funny names now. That is not a Spanish name. Is that Romanian? Yes. Should we continue? It's not a very interesting intake, is it really? Matt is proud, yes. You'll have caps at 17, the Indian Don, probably, yeah. Yeah, and Anthony's weird brain maybe affects it as well. Sorry, my mum's texting me about this house, asking like where the garages are. I don't know what she's obsessing with it. Anyway, someone redeem a rename for the Spanish name guy and name him Spain Man. Why are we renaming him Spain Man? Like Rain Man. Mad is proud indeed. Right. Let's praise you. Well done. Is Jory Seller done terribly? Yeah, I'm going to ignore that though. I'm not going to upset him again. Patrick Kluivert is the West Ham manager. Oh, he's just the most Spanish name ever. Yeah. Bruno Fernandez Sanchez, wasn't it? Or something like that. Oh, have we got any? The Saudi Mbappe. That is a fantastic one. There's a Saudi Mbappe. I want to sign him. Abdelhadi Al-Enezi is the Saudi Mbappe on £55 per week. We can approach to sign. Will he join us? Oh, he actually will. There's that 2 Saudi players in the top 5. We can actually sign the Saudi guy. I can't afford him.
Follow me. Okay.
I can afford him. I can't afford him. Oh God, he'd be one of our non-EU ones. Problem is you're leaving. Yeah, this is true. I can't afford him anyway. Even if I put it into the way, I've got a max. That must be the max for a breakthrough prospect. An 8 million in compensation. I might not bother with this. But that is interesting. Yeah, another one, look. Another Saudi player in at number 5 as well. Flipping heck. Look at his value. Saudi have just started developing ridiculous new gens. He looks good. Will he come? Oh my word. I can still only do 1k. That must be to do with... Oh, I know what that is. Is that my wage budget? Because I'm right at the... Like the league's wage budget. Am I at the wage budget limit? Yeah, that is dynamic youth rating confirmed. It must be, because they've just got some amazing players. This one would only be 8 million as well. Do you reckon they would do... I really can't sign him, can I? Wage after... I can only make it 1.2. I can't even do this. He wants 20k a week. That's annoying. But we need to see if we go to another team and they haven't signed contracts. We need to see if we can do that. But they probably will have done, won't they? Did we not get any players in this? We didn't. Newcastle got a player. Roberto Rodriguez up front is top. He looks good. 19-year-old Uruguayan. Yeah, I guess the next Fernando Redondo's cool. Any other strange... Where's this guy from? Check. Any other interesting nationalities, basically? If you click down a news item and back up, it show your teams tab. If you click down a news item and back up, it will show your teams tab. We haven't got... There's none in there, I don't think. Is that what you mean? Like it will show up if there was any of our players in there? I don't think we have any. I think our players... We haven't signed anyone who's that age now. They're all a bit older. Our team's actually quite old now, look. Really? Unless Goffrey got in there. Maybe Valderrama. I see. It doesn't show until you do that. This guy... I'm surprised this guy's not in there. He's better than a lot of those players, but is he older than... Is it 18? No, 19 counts. Unless he's older than that. Yeah, the teams thing doesn't quite work, does it? A single tier, yeah. It's 19 and under, yeah. Yeah, it's a weird bug, that, isn't it? Yeah. Right, we've given these guys... Lenny was on the move there. He's flopped himself up there, look. He just like got up and flopped back down again. Right, mate. Seems alright. Seems fine. Yeah, a weird bug. These guys are going to be released. Derek. It is a mood, isn't it? Imagine you just got to do that every day. That was your life every day. It'd be great, wouldn't it? It'd be fantastic. What a way to live. Benavides. We got this guy coming back when we can actually register 3. It's not that we're going to be here, but next year when we could register 3 more non-EU players, like this guy coming back in centre back, quite good. Just playing for PSG right now. What's the Prem looking like? Good question. Let's have a look by going via Brentford. Liverpool are now right back into that top 4, which is disappointing. They must have won some more games. They've beaten Sheffield United and Derby. Well, they've got Real Madrid in the next round. They could go out. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but it is Real Madrid if I go over here to show you. Then Spurs away. They've got a tough end of the season. Wow. United, Newcastle, City, Arsenal, their last 4 games. That could be a thing. Chelsea might be available because they are 7th. Do they have... It depends where did they finish last year, because what's the expectation? They did finish 3rd, so that could be a thing. You forgot Tottenham in that run, to be fair. And Spurs, yeah, like it wasn't quite the one before, but Spurs are up there as well, look. Brighton away, Leeds at home.
Okay.
But United are top, Newcastle 6, City 2nd, Arsenal are 9th. That's why Lenny's going there. Because they've got Ken Gillard as their manager right now. Yeah, Chelsea could be a shout. Are they insecure at all? They are stable. Look at their form. You can't see it there. Arne Slot's Chelsea are not in good form. They did win their last game, annoyingly. They lost 6-1 to City. Yeah, London derby with Lenny could work, actually. Spurs right after the Madrid game. True. Chelsea could be a thing. Look at that. They lost to Liverpool 3 times in 6 days. Oh dear. That's not a good run of games. Annoyingly, he's not even insecure. Bayern Munich's insecure. Bayern Munich are 7th. I don't think we can rule that out. Pep Guardiola's Bayern. Ooh. Because I could declare interest in this now, couldn't I? On a bit of a German adventure. The Iraq job is not screaming my name. Look at that for a team as well. They're real players, which is a shame. Yeah, seeing way too many. But like Davies is there. They've got Big Mama. Oh, you've not seen it. Look at their keeper. It's Big Mama. Big Mama's their keeper. Kefren Turam, Xavi Simons, Vert, Abada and Tal as their attack. It's quite nice. I'd like the Lenny battle, but if nothing opens up, buy him for sure. Yeah, I think you're right. Arsenal, I thought they were on insecure there. But yeah, it doesn't matter anyway, doesn't it? Ken Gillard. Interesting. I don't think I'm going to declare interest, though. I don't think we do that. Guerrieri stars in friendly match. Was that an international match? Yeah. Another manager of the month. Thank you. Can I see the manager of the month? Look at that. Look at that for a season. We're doing all right. Yeah, the team is full of OAPs. That is maybe why they're 7th in the league. Xavi still at Barca, yeah. He's really good on the game. Okay. Got a bit of international break, haven't we? Then Bilbao. We must be close to wrapping up this title now. I suppose we did draw to Real Madrid, so that let Barca come back to 5 points. Yeah. Sosa's the top average rating in the league. It's just because he's played about 5 games. Didn't we have that Vilenia at Venezia? Axel Vilenia. I think so. Okay. Asala Koulibaly. Oh, yeah. How are some of these guys doing? This Medina that I've loaned out at Porto, is he still... He's doing very well. He's going to come back and be a worldie. He's only 20. Pat Painter we know about. We will have to... If we go to the Prem, we have to get Pat Painter. Might have to be our first signing. Hello, Pav.
X35. Afternoon.
Afternoon. He's very, very, very good. And then these guys are quite good. That guy looks like he's not going to develop anymore now, though. We signed this guy in the summer, didn't we? No, last year. Oh, yeah, we loaned him back, I remember, to Boca. He's doing okay at Inter as well, playing some games. How you doing, Pav? Thanks for the 35 months. Let me do some emotes. Have a bit of that. Have a few of them. Appreciate it. Backup keeper's got injured. Erling Haaland's injured. He's pulled his hamstring. Bellingham and Haaland out injured. That's a shame. Look at my unhappy players. They are all Escaralia. Crap anyway, who cares? Yeah, true. Moany boy. Escaralia. Who do you think is going to have the highest CA on FM25? It was Erling Haaland, I think. No, it wasn't. I think it was Kevin De Bruyne this year. In FM24. Haaland, Mbappe, yeah. Probably Haaland. Reckon they'll both be the same? KDB was Prem. No, I think he was the highest in the whole game. I think his was higher than... I think his was the highest in the game, I think. Vinny, potentially. He'd be up there. Bellingham, probably up there. I was going to say one of the two Barca stars, Vinny or Yamal. I don't know if Yamal will have the highest CA because he'll have the highest PA, I'd imagine. Waneri, third highest PA after Yamal and Endrick. Yeah, sure. Yeah, seeing as he's meant to be winning the Ballon d'Or, Vinny has to be top 3. You'd imagine so, yeah. Still a weird one, but I think he does deserve it, but it's still a weird one that Vinicius is going to win the Ballon d'Or. I just also hate talking about who's going to win the Ballon d'Or. It's such a nauseating conversation. I'd much prefer to talk about minimum added times. Rodri be up there, 190-ish, yeah. Yamar's still young enough to just have -10, yeah, probably. Yeah, he must be young enough to have that. Political vote based on opinion. It's stupid. I just think whoever Rio Ferdinand starts shouting Ballon d'Or at should win it every year. What's the Prem looking like in the game? Yeah, we just looked at it, to be fair. We are thinking the Chelsea job might need to be something we keep an eye on. Not yet insecure, but they are 7th. Liverpool have recovered, annoyingly. That Rio clip is so funny. Ballon d'Or. Hate him. Coin, 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 coin. Similar. Chelsea might need to be the ones. Because the rest is kind of looking like it'll be okay. The other thing that we saw, Pav, is that Bayern Munich are insecure. So that's an interesting development. Wish the worst on Rio. That Rio Ferdinand tweet for Palmer, by the way, he's 45. I didn't see it, and it's probably because I've got him blocked. Would you get bored at Bayern? Possibly. Possibly. I do think the Prem is where we need to go next, especially with Lenny going to Arsenal. I think it just makes sense. But if it doesn't become available, I don't know what we could do. I salute you, Mr. Speeds. I'm good, thank you. Welcome in. I salute you too. Chelsea gives you a London rivalry. It does. It does. It would be good. Oh, was that a Chelsea loss there to City? No, it was Palace. It literally was not. Did they just play games though? It's Saturday. How am I going to get there? Let's do this as a route. Liverpool won. Chelsea also won. They did play Sunderland at home, but they did win a game. Yeah, I don't think it's the worst. I don't think I get immediately bored, but I would quite like to. I think the Prem is now. I think. How are you feeling about FM25? When do you think we'll get a new dev update? Tomorrow, I think, Mr. Speed. And how do I feel? I feel... I don't know. We don't know enough. Like, I'd love to see what it looks like in action, rather than just some screenshots of a pre-build that isn't the real game. And I'd love to know some nice positive new things. And then after that, I'll tell you how I feel about it. Because right now, we haven't been told enough or anything really about the new game, which is worrying, but also it can't be a negative or a positive because it's at the moment I don't know anything. I can't feel anything about nothing. Miles wasn't kidding when he said end of September for the next update. Literally has to be tomorrow. This is true. This is true, unless it's going to get pushed back a little bit more, which may well be the case. We will see. Right, let's play Sousa. Let's play Sosa on the bench. Let's play... I'm going to give Jury Seller a little run out. I like him. Do you know if they've got the testers in? Not that I know of, Bowles, no. I can't feel anything about nothing. All right, Aristotle. They got to show the engine, you think? They have to. Maybe, surely. They need to make this one positive just for PR, because otherwise the naysayers just run wild, don't they? They just run wild with negativity. To be fair, you did get a 10 out of 10 last game. And with all that no engine footage, yeah, I know. Myself, I'm pretty worried to say the least. Removing international management, the weight stuff, it's weird in my opinion. The weight stuff, I'm so sick to death for talking about it. That is just a non-point. However, the fact that we've only had negative things so far in the removal of things is worrying. I'm fine for people to be worried. I just don't understand the people using their worry, using the weight thing to justify their worry rather than just saying, like, being honest about it. And using it to bash the fact that women's leagues are coming in, etc. I've talked about it enough, though, till I'm blue in the face. But there's loads of reasons why the weight stuff makes sense. And it's not just women's football. Like, even now, these weights of, like, real players are inaccurate. And immediately inaccurate and out of date. Wouldn't recommend going blue in the face, no. I don't enjoy it. But yeah, I don't disagree that it's a bit worrying. Because you fill in the blanks, don't you, as a consumer? You don't have any information, so you fill in that information with pessimism, with the idea that it's going to be a complete disaster, because you've got nothing to make yourself feel better about it. You have a line with Miles. I don't know if he's into that type of thing. If so, can you ask him to give the Asian Confederation some love and to add the MPL to the playable leagues in Australia? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's going to be his... I think what he'll say is it'll be percentage of players. Actually, I think Miles, to be fair for him, would like to have as much of the world of football in the game as physically possible. I think that would be something he would want anyway. I like the women football integration. Can't wait to test it, but really don't like the removal of weight. They haven't removed weight. They're just not showing you weight. And I just don't understand why you need it. Why do you need to see the weight? I think you're lying to yourself if you say that you look at the weight all the time. I get there's like a bit of maybe the argument is just that I like to be able to know everything about the player, but I just don't think you're looking at the weight. And to me, I don't know why they couldn't have just made up a weight in the game anyway. But still, I just don't think it's as big a deal as people think it is or say it is. It should be KTB, yeah, it should be. I like for realism purpose. I don't think that's true. Maybe I can't really say because it's your opinion, but I just don't think that's true. Because if you like it for realism purpose, let me break your illusion of reality. Erling Haaland isn't 14 stone 4. And he isn't even he doesn't even weigh, like, Erling Haaland might weigh this in the morning and by the evening weigh 14 stone 8. So does it change per time in the day? Because I'm sorry, but you've just broken your illusion of reality. IUCM and KG, so yeah, no, that doesn't change my point, does it? Like, if I weigh myself in the morning and then I go for a Toby Carvery, I weigh more. It's not changing for whether he's had a Toby Carvery or not. So my realism has been shattered. What's the point in playing? What's the point in playing? I don't know if Erling Haaland's had a Toby Carvery or not now. Not the metric unit. The metric unit, it doesn't matter. Like, because they also would not be changed. They also are not accurate. It is just an arbitrary number assigned to a player based on very little. Metric system is more accurate. No, it isn't. I'm tired, Robbie. I'm tired, Robbie. I can't do this. Can't do this. I'm gonna. No, you're PV. You're completely right. I actually can't do this. I'm not even taking the mic. I'm not trying to be combative, but I get your point. I know you're not. I know you're not. I'm not. There's no anger. I'm actually genuinely too tired to carry on. I don't think you've understood any of my points. Irrelevant, but I'm having a hard time enjoying FM24 and watching your videos. Help me. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I know that we need to up I've been so busy in real life. I'm going to try and up the rate that videos are coming out. There's definitely a video coming out next week, and I've got some really cool things in the pipeline to work with some different creators and do some videos. So I will. I am very aware that I want to up the rate of videos coming out and stuff. Life's been a bit in the way, but hopefully it's all for the right reasons. To get some stuff going again. And I understand entirely why you care so much about the weight. Yeah. The weights are nonsense. They don't vary, so it adds nothing. Maybe there was some variance in the youth prospects. Yeah. Just a glimpse into Clates at the end of a long school day. At the start of a long school day. at the end of a long stream, for God's sake. It's not even a long stream. How dare you let guy life get in the way? Must be making YouTube vids. I do want to though. Yeah. It is frustrating. That is funny. That was a tiring conversation. I don't. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for the follow, Mr. Speed. Welcome in. But I think that is the general point, is that people are getting caught up on these things, and the reason that people are being allowed to get completely hung up on these issues is that the communication from Sports Interactive about the new game isn't there. We don't know anything about it, so people can only get hung up on the things that they are being told about. So people are getting hung up on weight being removed as if it's the end of the world, when it is literally, it means so little unless you're doing a weight a save that is entirely defined by weight. because there is no other things to get excited about. So I think they have missed the mark in that regard. And there's maybe reasons to explain why they've missed the mark on that regard. Like there might be like issues behind the scenes, which again, we're filling in the gaps and doing exactly that, aren't we? So yes, they need to go big on this next announcement. There needs to be some positive energy behind things, because otherwise people are going to lose their minds about whether Erling Haaland has had a Toby Carvery or not, right? I don't even know why they announced the weight thing in the way that they did. I agree. I think it was mishandled, and it does come across as a little bit woke, but I don't think it is, but it does come across in that way. I know why people are going to, and you just have to be so careful in this day and age, because people will jump on these things. Like the international management is, I hate that word as well. I completely hate that word. I don't mean it comes across as what people will label as woke is what I actually mean by that. The international football thing is disappointing. And I don't like the way that they say only 5.4%. If they had said, we can't get it working, we are going to make it come back, blah, blah, blah. I don't think they needed to justify it in like only this many people play it. If they said there's, I don't know. Again, they can't really win, can they? Because clearly they couldn't get it to work. I would have liked them to just keep it the same and then make it better for next year's game. And then what they can say is, we know that you want it to be improved. We really would tried for this time. We couldn't get it to be the way. We're going to keep it the same this year and go again next year. I don't know. I know. It wasn't a jab at you. I just can't stand it. No. I know what you mean, Magical. It's all good. Putting the weight removal down to women's football was a horrendous decision. Yeah, it didn't need to be tied to the women's thing. It just needed to be we're changing the way that we're presenting some characteristics of a player in the game this year. We feel like weight is an unnecessary front page attribute. So we're going to put it behind the scenes now. And instead, we're going to factor that into the strength and the strength of the player or something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I really should have seen the reaction come in. At the end of the day, could they not have just stuck an arbitrary number on the women's profile? Would people really care about that? Like based on, I know that I guess they couldn't because the data doesn't exist and they can't access the data for the women's game. But they can't do that for a lot of the men's game. Like if you look on the official Premier League website, and if you look on Arsenal's website, for the player's weight, you'll look at the same player and they'll have different weights on there. Not realistic then though, my immersion. It's not realistic now though, is it? Because you're saying that in this player, again, like I said, if they've had a big meal, satire, I know. What if they had the international management under development, but they couldn't finish the new controls for it? I assume it's something like that. They couldn't get it done, so it's not been kept into the game. My positive hope is that, as Jack has said before, this is a comm strategy. Dump all your bad news out first, then bury it in good news. You really hope so. That has to be the thing. Otherwise, we are in for a little bit of disappointment. But then again, people's expectations now are on the floor, I think. So really, I really hope that they come out with a really cool looking game in the next couple of updates. And we see the match engine. We're like, do you know what? This is going to be sick. This looks class. I really hope so. Fingers crossed. Yeah, exactly, Stephen. Right, well done to Rugland, who scored twice. Lovely. When all is said and done, I will play it and enjoy it regardless. I'm quite looking forward to all those people who have said that they are skipping this year's game because weight's not in it and because of woke women's football. I'm going to go and check all of their Twitters after and see if they are actually playing the game. The spineless fools. That's supposed to be the spineless sound. Let's be honest, us anoraks would see the new game and go searching for what we can't find. Yeah. They said the same last year. Yeah. Find it strange they haven't already come out with some kind of good news to lift the spirits. Like most YouTube vids, it's quite hard on the news cycle. It is. I agree. Like they're letting the bad news fester for quite a while, isn't it? So yeah, hopefully tomorrow. The only thing FM is my only game that I play on my free time, so I'm buying it anyway. The tradition must go on. Oh, exactly. And I think that's the same for lots of people. Another issue of it all is that we were kind of sold this dream of FM25, weren't we? A year ago, we were all pretty good, I think, in the reception of FM24 being basically a very incremental upgrade on FM23, and they put a lot of hype into this big engine change for FM25. If they then can't deliver on it, then that is kind of, they've shot themselves in the foot that way, haven't they? Cool, that Palmer third goal, by the way. It was a good, with the free kick, it was good, wasn't it? Was that the third? Seems like they hire a lot more game devs and not enough PR people. Yeah. I wonder if Miles is a bit... because it's all Miles's mouthpiece, isn't it? And I wonder if that's like... if that's an issue sometimes. But I think he always does mean right. And it's just... the world is such a critical place that even anything you say can be deliberately misinterpreted. And I think that people obviously do that. And I wonder if that's a bit naive sometimes. We've qualified for the Champions League. That's good. Pop to shop. Have you come up for air yet? You should do a podcast on it. We're talking about FM now, Pav. So we have come up for air on the on other football matters. Yeah, I don't disagree, Wicked. I'm sort of... I don't know. I can't ever align with the people who are really angry about it, because I don't think I feel strongly enough about it. And I'm someone who puts quite a lot of time into this game, and a lot of my life does rely on this game to a certain extent, potentially more in the future. But I don't care of these people who just play it as a game. And that's difficult to level with, because I'm like, why do you care so much? Because I don't, and I really feel like I should care more. And then you get labelled like an SI shill, and I'm like, no, I just not... I don't think I've got that much rage in me, perhaps. If it was shit, you say it. Yeah. Like, I literally called the game that earlier, I think. Not by swearing. I don't usually swear. You've made me swear there. But, like, how often do I moan about the promises? And, like, Escarela kicking off because we lost to City in the Champions League. That's broken, in my opinion. And, like, I really wish the game would look better. But, well, I can't do anything about it. And they really don't care what I say. I promise you they don't. They've got all of their facts and their figures, and they've got all of their data, and they've got an actual studio of people working on it. They don't care what I say. Really. You're on the payroll. I wish they would pay me to say good things about it. I promise you I would tell you. If I ever get paid to only say good things about FM, I promise you'll know about it, because it will be the most positive thing you've ever seen. I did a TikTok for FM22 on release, and they paid me. Actually, the FM didn't. A PR company paid me for that one, and you have to hashtag add it. Yeah, and I was, oh god, I was glowing. I've got no qualms about saying that. They're not paying me to talk about their game on stream, are they? No, I think they were KCB. I think there's some little things that made FM24 better, but yeah, they weren't that different. I'd be full time by now if they did pay me. Yeah, I would be arguing with everyone, saying it's the best thing in the world. I would happily do that if they were to pay me. Happily. My morals don't... I was going to say, like, my morals don't go that high, but also, is that morally that wrong? Oh, God, I've said a game was good. Well, I don't really think it. It's not the worst thing, is it? There are worse things in the world. Yeah, shill. If they give you a discount code, you'd be on commission. Yeah, but they don't. So, there's that. Until they sponsor, it's the unbranded football sim game, innit? Yeah. Actually, yeah, we shouldn't even call it by its name. We're playing generic soccer game management sim today. I'm not saying their name until they sponsor us. I don't know. People are very serious and I'm very upset about these things. And that is honestly, I think, where I struggle to get to get in line with their way of thinking, because I really feel like in terms of context, the game all of these things should matter more to me because of the fact that I stream it and make videos on it and potentially turn it into a job. Whereas these people just play it for a bit of fun and they care way more. Like, so that's difficult to get on their level. The SI Soccer Club 24, exactly. Right, we've got Barcelona. This might win us the league if we win this. There or thereabouts. Erling Haaland's back. He is. Down by the schoolyard. Bro, oh god, he's broed me. Bro, I don't care if you are on payroll or not. FM24 was garbage, full of bugs and broken mechanics. FM has been doing this for 15 years, always promising stuff, then they can't deliver anything good. If people think FM25 engine is new from ground up, you are crazy. No, it is new from the ground up. It's on a new engine. What do you mean? No, that's just a fact. It's on Unity. It's built off a new engine. That's a fact. Literally a new game engine by definition. It's desperate for the bro to be hit again. Yeah. Bro, like, I don't. Why are you so angry? If it's been the same for 15 years, have you played it for 15 years? Because there is a simple. You're also watching somebody play it, so you must. It's really weird. If you hate it that much, there are just like and this is genuine. If you hate it that much, you can just not involve yourself with it. FM25 uses code from FM24. Just because you change engine doesn't mean new code. They always use old stuff. Who said they aren't? But no one's made the argument. No one said the argument that... Who are you arguing with? I don't get it. They're not going to do a whole new game, are they? They're not going to change... They're not going to... PB, I really appreciate you being here. Genuinely. Can you make sure you come back every week? Because I think I need you. Every time this happens, he just goes, just leave it, Clates. Enjoy your Sunday. Why are people raging at you like that? You're at fault. I don't think he was, to be fair. I think he was raging at the sentiment around it. Like, he's clearly frustrated with the game, and fair enough, that's his prerogative. My prerogative is that I don't care. And then people... It's very difficult to argue with that. Like, no, you do care. Okay, all right. Fair enough. I'll do. FM25 is a break from the Collier code. Bravest thing Sports Interactive have done. It is a change, and it's obviously built on a new engine. No one has said that it's going to be a complete starting from the ground up, but it is going to be a difference in the way that you actually navigate through the game. Their systems with panels and tiles is going to be different than the way that we see it now. In the way that we now have this sidebar menu, that's not going to be there, for example, according to those screenshots. The way that we're going to be going through the game and playing the game will fundamentally be different. But obviously, it's still Football Manager. So it's not going to be a completely different... they're still going to try and make it feel like Football Manager and use their things that have been successful in the game, but they are changing the game and the way that it's going to be all the information is going to be presented to you. I don't think that can't be up for debate, because that is a fact, right? I'm not hating on you on FM. FM24 has far too many issues. Of course, streamers would never be on FM. They can't. Now, this is where you're wrong, because I don't... Why... I've literally been beating on FM during this stream. Like, you've got this... people just like have this idea that streamers can't say anything bad, and I just don't think... I think that's just a weird thing that people like to think. Just ignore not worth it. I know you're not hating on me or anything. I know, it's fine. It's a weird one. Think of a roast. But yeah. I'm beginning to doubt they've played the game for 15 years. I'm beginning to doubt if they're 15 years old. Think of a roast. Think of a roast. Think of a roast. I'll actually have a look, actually, and see what roasts I can get. All right. You Bateson all the same. Why are we talking about Bateson? What, just because he's a shill as well? Is that what we're saying? You stooge? Yeah, Bateson would never have a bad word to say about FM. Hang on, what? Whilst we're here, EAFC, they need to sort that out, don't they? Rubbish. See? FC25, oh, buggy mess. Essentially what I meant, yeah. People, I don't know, it's a weird... The internet's a strange old place, isn't it? It's just one of those. I might just... When FM... Actually, when SI drop the development update, I might just reply to it saying, bro. See what they say. Oh, there goes my game changer gig. Yeah, that's true, actually. EFC does a lot less than they try to do in FM. Does a lot less than they... Yeah, they try to change less. That's true. I'm sure FM25 would be great, and I'm certainly getting it. We'll see. It's cool and trendy. No, Breezy, you're exactly right. I think it's an element of the FM stuff is that it's seen as cool as trendy to hate on video games in general. It is part of the culture of video games that you have to hold a studio to the massive highest standards, and then anything below that you hate on it, and that's a trendy thing to do. Look at any game in the world, you do this, right? That is just a thing that people do. Lick my ace kisser. Fogman, you are an ace kisser. He shouted mods. Fogman shouting mods after that is so funny to me. Mods! Oh dear. Harlander. We've got Haaland. You must love this. Look. He got called an ace licker. And started shouting at the mods. Right. That is funny. That is funny. People are entitled to an opinion, they are. And if his opinion is that you're an ace licker, you're an ace licker, okay? All right? You have to respect that, I'm sorry. Arsenal are out. Liverpool went through, by the way, in the Champions League. We're definitely not getting the Liverpool job. Unless they suddenly appoint somebody like else anyway, or like sack, I don't know. Unless Enrique joins somebody else, maybe. You mean Arsenal? I do, yeah. Right, we've got the Copa del Rey now. Let's play this. We've gone way over. I was supposed to stop at 1, by the way, but I've gone way over because I was actually those conversations were really fun. We'll play the Copa del Rey. I actually think maybe we can then, if we play this, we're about to win the league. 7 points clear with 6 to go. We're not quite there yet, but we're gonna win it, aren't we? I think let's play this, and then we just beat Barcelona in the league. Didn't even realise. Not doing that. I'm having trouble with the scouting assignments. Is there any chance you can show for a sec how yours are set up? No worries if you can't. Mine aren't set up. I do it. I play with attribute masking off KTB, so I basically just do it because it's better for stream. We like transfer streams like this, so mine are basically not set up. Like they are, but they're just like very generic, seeing if they can find people. Completed ones, when I have been looking for people, they're like specifics, just specific places, look, to find players. There's nothing really special about it though. FYI, we might not get gameplay footage tomorrow. FM's last blog said official announcement at end of Sept and gameplay focus to follow soon after. Yeah, that is true. I know. We ruined the we ruined the staff. Look, the goalkeeper. I can't. They won't give me more though because I'm over wage budget. I'm not gonna holiday to start of June. I don't want to add any more holiday to my career. But I will get there before next stream. Like next stream will either be at a new team or we'll be in the search for one. Bayern Munich's still insecure. They've actually dropped to 8th now. Look at their form. Can SI announce pre-orders without showing us the game? Iraq is still there. It is. Are they really expecting pre-orders based on... Like, is that... Well, obviously they're expecting pre-orders, but is that really the way to go about pre-orders? Put this year's game free to download, give us some really disappointing news, and then say, so, do you want to buy the new game? Is that the best PR move? Like, surely they have to show us something to say, it will be worth it, I promise you. Yeah, we'll have a fanatical link. They've told me that the link will just be code Clates the same as before, so I think so. I'd be stunned if you think that like if they think that's a good technique for it. Surely. You son of a bitch. I mean. Yeah. You surely need some type of trailer. I would need some convincing to pre-order this year. And that's someone who plays it as religiously as you, right? Pav says piss off beyond. Mods! Mods! Utter woke nonsense that is beyond. Right, Real Madrid have won. What are we here? We're 8 points clear. With 6 to play. Saying mods when it's just me, Stream Elements and Nightbot. Yeah, this is true. Go buy FM13 CD keys for... Is it 100 quid? We're getting a 2,000 word review an hour into release. An hour. Maybe a couple of days if Beyond's writing 1,000 words. Right, we have got a Copa del Rey final. So, you're injured. You're Aaron Connolly. Ricardo back in. That's fine. You're not fully fit, but you're going to play. Where is Dezeo? You need to start. I might go one attacker for this game just because it's Barcelona. Where is this year's game free? What was it free on, chat? Is it still free now? But they made it free. It went free the other day, didn't it? Was it on Epic? Yeah, maybe it's just on Epic. Yeah, I think you're right. On Fortnite. No. Okay. Okay, man. Yeah, Aaron Connolly signed. Yeah, Ollie posted where Aaron Connolly has signed for someone. We could play Jude here. Do you think he's better as a 10? Play Jude there and play Deronza here. Does that make us better? It might. I'm going to do it. And we've got Sousa off the bench. Rocket Man. What does Jude look like? What? I thought I was poor. Turns out I have fortune in old FM editions. There you go.
Follow me. Okay.
Yeah, that's surely not a good marketing technique. Basically make next year's game not look great in terms of the PR and then make the current game free. So people are like, we'll just sign it. We'll just get that year. We'll just get this one then. Like give them basically, people who didn't have it, give them a new game right before they're about to get the next one. I don't know. He looks weird. Why? Just a photo of Jude. Maybe it's an old photo, maybe. Come on then, score a goal. Kotrich, Dezeo, we're going backwards. Ran. Andro. Oh, God. All of that attacking, it's going to be them on the attack. We've got the ball back again. Yeah, weird one. Weird one. I really want them to announce pre-orders only tomorrow. I would be like, bro. That's what I'd be like. Bro. Haaland's nicked it. Haaland's missed an open goal. You fraud. You big fraud. Fully gaslighting people now. Yeah. Bro. Okay, we've had 11 shots in the first 20 minutes there and missed an open goal. Mods! We're going to go 1-0 down. I just know it. Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. That is ridiculous, by the way. Look at the start we've had. We've missed an open goal and now we're 1-0 down. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this isn't my first rodeo. Yeah, it is a bit weird, Molist. He's very good as well, this guy. Always scores against us. Anthony Millist. Sorry. Right, not great, lads. Can we have a better second half, please? Not moist. Right, they've still only had 1 shot on target. We've had 16 shots. I hate this box that they play. I'm going to have to go 2 strikers in a minute. We have a corner. Make this go in and it'll all be fine. Naguera header. Ricardo smashes this in. Maybe he doesn't. He's past it. Oh, what on earth is that? What is that? 25 to play. Let's go. 18 shots. Let's do this. How's Jude playing? 6.6. Let's just take Bellingham off, I think. Is Haaland struggling? Let's try him with a strike partner for now. And do that. Yeah, Marco Rose does this too. Let's go 2 strikers. It's kind of similar that way. Might help us against this. Sosa's not playing great either. We should bring back the Pun World Cup. Yeah. Naguera. I said him. It's gone over. What, for Meliste? 10 to play. We're going to get FM'd in the Copa del Rey final. Is a shame. Haaland's not playing well, so we need Rugland to save us. Gurrieri for Sosa. Escarella on there. A new attack. We're going to do that. What an era, yeah. All right. Come on, lads. You've had 20 shots. 1 highlight that actually goes in. Time's going by. We have a highlight. Take us to extra time. They're wasting time. They've gone back to the keeper. Actually, maybe not wasting time. It usually would take longer, wouldn't they? Let them attack and then just nick the ball and score. All right, they've scored a great goal. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Good goal. Good goal, Barca. Don't score now. That's just annoying. Yeah, I know. Gula at Barca is very weird how that's happened. We actually have scored now. That's just annoying. Unless you score again. Unless you get an equaliser in added time. Highlight. Waste of my time. Waste of my time. Get me out of here. That XG is just annoying. Get out of here. I don't want to watch this. What was the XG in the end? It was there, wasn't it? Oh, good. That's a good game to lose. Yeah, Pav. Recorded, ready to come out next week. So, yes. I rated them out of 10. You have to find out if you won or not. I was very Hermione Granger. Oh, Breezy. Did you see that Maggie Smith died? Takes an awful lot of courage. Very sad. Out of 10, I know. I just had to do it for the YouTube audience, I'm afraid. I did. Thought of you instantly. I thought of a tweet. I thought of doing a tweet and then I thought, not going to do that. But yeah, heartbreaker. Right. We're kind of just... The season's kind of done. Any jobs? Any jobs? Liverpool's still stable. Chelsea are still very stable, it would appear. I assume they're not on... Yeah, they're stable. They've won... Oh, look, they're terrible form. Now look at their form. They've won 4 on the bounce. The drill remix you posted in Honor was superb. Yeah, it was slightly... That was slightly borderline acceptable, wasn't it? We'll pull one out of the next meetup, definitely. What she would have wanted. 4 to play. They're gonna turn it around, aren't they? I suppose if they finish 7th, they still might, like, once it's confirmed. Actually, not. Yeah, but Brighton might not be the worst thing. It's a bit of a bit tricky. It's a bit of a downturn, though, isn't it? So that's the only thing. Ipswich Villa predictions. I predict a sleep. They'll sack when season ends. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Once it's confirmed they can't get Europe, then they might sack him. Ravioli top scorer for huge for the pasta fans. It is, yeah. And I was... Oh, I thought it was Maliste. I thought Maliste was going to be top goal scorer in this league, which would have been huge for the Marseille fans, but he's not. What's for tea or lunch? What a stupid sentence. What that? Oh, what, Nicky's sentence? Ravioli. Yeah, that is a stupid sentence. I don't know, Pav. I need ideas. I need to go and get something. To be honest, I really need to go now. But, you know, we are where we are. We didn't stream yesterday, so we're still here. What am I looking at in the Discord, by the way? Village. Yeah, Emre is good. Is Violet here? No. Well, she's not here. Utter woke nonsense. Where is she? Are you seeing it? Yep. I haven't even seen Codry. No, I just saw Leonie's reply, which was, are in the what? That's the only thing I've seen. I've seen Codry. Now I've seen Codry. Stewie G, yep. Quite enjoying MK Gundogan, to be honest. I feel like this is quite actually quite on point, to be honest, for the stream. Should we just go through some of Village's inputs very quickly?
Okay. Just to, it's very on brand, isn't it? Mole Palmer. Yeah, Village found that guy on Twitter, exactly. Codry. Yeah. I think this is my favourite, though. MK Gundogan. MK Gundogan. That's very good. And then Alan Brazilian, of course. Emote, please. I'm not making MK Gundogan a... and then there's Stewie G. That's also a thing. Anyway, there we go. Yes, he has. So he's added them to the VAG, which is the Village Art Gallery, and Leonie was reacting to him saying they are in the VAG. Yes. You nearly made me commit a hate crime then as well, saying that. Yep. What a weird place. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you're in the Discord, because that's what you're missing out on. Yeah, the sex is clear. The Spineless Energy Community Stadium. Spineless. I got it right. First time. First time.
I've ruined it by not playing it cool. I've actually celebrated pressing the right button instead. But, so Clay Community. Sorry, yeah, the Clay Community. You're right. We wouldn't call it the community stadium, would we? Really surprised myself by finding the right button there. Stevens Pro looks like Dwight Gale in clubs or Dwight Gale Platt. I've had enough. I'm tired, Robbie. Right, we've got Levante. Sometimes I wonder how I've spent almost 5 years here. Same. Congrats, streamer, for using your stream deck correctly. Very proud. Very proud. Big Dwight Gale Platt. Right, I think this might be the last game because I don't know if I can continue. We've got the football. Does it kick off at 2 or is it 2:30? Is the game? Yeah, the first game of the day kicks off now, doesn't it? So we'll call it now. We've won 2-0. We are very close to winning this league title. We will have won the league title by the time we stream this again next week, I am sure. When we go on a job hunt, we are going to be looking. Why is Lenny there? Lenny's wants to sign Ali Benzia, I assume for Arsenal. Lenny turned up to watch me play. Maybe he wants to be friends. Matt! Bad timing. Bad timing. But welcome in. Thanks for the raid. All great timing. We're about to... We'll just have to... Raiders, welcome in. We're going to have to pass you on to somebody else. I was literally saying goodbye to the stream. Hi, Matt. How are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. We're going to have to do a raid train. Right, chat. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to come up with a really weird copy pasta. I knew this would happen. Yeah. And Matt, you have to help with this as well. We're going to come up with a really weird copy pasta that we're going to pass on to somebody else so that both sets of viewers can join a raid together and really make somebody's day but thoroughly confuse them. Has anybody want to come up with a good copy pasta that we can go for? Perhaps it could be about FM because we've had a bit of a breakdown about that earlier, haven't we? Also, is there anyone that we want to raid? Any suggestions that we would like to raid? Is anyone playing to FM13? Someone find the bro message. It could be that, yeah. It's got to be that bro message. It might be. It might have to be. Right, I'm having a look who's on. The Gaffer Keiko, is that the one you're talking about, FM streams? Have you seen... I need to see the bro message. Oh, just... There was actually multiple bro messages this... Oh, we could include MK Gundogan as well. MK Gundogan. That could be in there too. Someone write me a lovely one and then we'll choose that and that'll be the copy pasta. Okay? Whilst I find someone to actually raid. Not Flo, that's good. That's good. Show Matt viewers. Yeah. Show Matt's viewers. You want to see this? MK Gundogan. Second yellow card, viewers. I present to you MK Gundogan. A work of absolute art. This is MK Gundogan. All right, let's just say MK Gundogan to somebody then. That'll work. Sensational. Right. Let me find someone to raid. Let's raid somebody. I think I have a new sleep paralysis demon. Exactly. I think we're gonna raid the Gaffer Keiko. Because somebody, I think, suggested him earlier. So we're going to go with that. The Gaffer Keiko. I hope he's a nice person. That's the main thing. Right, chat. Someone do... You need to say MK Gundogan to him until he finally looks at the picture of MK Gundogan. Gaffer is great. That is the ringing endorsement that I need to hear. Lovely stuff. Thank you, Matt, for that. Right, chat. Get involved in the raid. Thank you very much for being here today. We've had a lovely stream. It's been very... combative, I would say. It's been lovely, but thanks for hanging out. We'll be back videos in the week, definitely one on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll get some FM updates tomorrow and we can it's been feisty and chaotic, it has. Hopefully we can make a video about that and that can be a discussion point too, because I'd love to go to war with the YouTube comments once again. Thank you for watching, though. Have a lovely rest of your weekends. Love you all. See you soon, hopefully with some news and updates about real life things too as well. But thanks for hanging out. See you soon. Bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good to be here for 2 minutes. Bye. Bye, nerds. Why is this song on now? It's easy, okay.